Okay, let's get on your feet. Make some noise. Let's go about.
Red Devil Nation, welcome inside Flint Field, a packed full house as the Ravenswood Red Devils have just taken the field for Senior Night 2010, and they've done the old reminiscent pile in front of that dog pound. They're shaking the fence, they're shake, rattle, and rolling, and now they're entered the field here as the Red Devil faithful gets on their feet. What a night for Ravenswood and Ripley to battle it out here on the gridiron. And we wouldn't rather be any other place than this right here, Jared.
I'll tell you what, that gets me fired up. I love that. I haven't seen that since the old Andrew Schindler days, Heath, your senior year, junior year, and all them years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And you got a student section over there spelling out unbeaten. Let's hopefully we can keep that going tonight.
Well, and I'd like to take the hatchet for the first time in, 3 years now, 3 straight wins by the Ripley Vikings. Let's kind of break down this game here a little bit before we get the coin toss and the captains and all that stuff. Jared, this is a Ravenswood football team that has prided themselves on defense this year. 24 turnovers forced by this Red Devil defensive unit, 14 interceptions, 10 fumble recoveries. On the other side of Ripley's defense, only 8 turnovers forced, 6 fumble recoveries, and 2 interceptions. So Ripley doesn't cause a lot of turnovers. Ravenswood does. On the other side of the coin, Ravenswood's offense averaging 35.8 points per game, only allowing 12.3. Ripley kind of flip-flopped on that one, only averaging 13.9 points a game while allowing 32.5. This game really, clearly on paper, is heavily favored for Ravenswood to win. Yeah. But once again, not to use the old cliche, throw the records out the window, but that's what we got to exactly do tonight.
Yeah, we heard the Ripley announcers over here say throw them out the door. We say throw them out the window. You can throw them out whatever place in the house you want, because it's going to be a good, hard-fought game. Both teams want the hatchet. They got it. We want it.
That's absolutely right, Jared. A kicker battle tonight against 2 pretty good kickers in this county. Ravenswood's John Scritchfield, 32 of 38 on point afters, while he's 2 of 3 on field goals. Not a lot of attempts, but the percentages there. On the other side, Jamin Jones, perfect 12 for 12 on PATs, 5 of 8 from the field goal unit. He's been a pretty good kicker and can kick the ball deep, which could affect the special teams game.
The one thing I see out of that, and he's having a very good season, but I see the 12 attempts compared to Ravenswood's 38. That means we should be scoring a heck of a lot more points than Ripley.
No doubt.
3 times more.
Well, this is also a night where Ravenswood head football coach Dick Sturm is attempting to gather in his 100th win of his young career. As Coach Sturm looking to get a perfect season on the same night, get win number 100. Everything stacked as being a great night for Ravenswood, but fact of the matter is you got to take care of business on this field tonight.
Absolutely. We got our captains out there in the middle waiting for the coin toss.
Yeah, tonight Ravenswood's captains are number 60 Chad Small, senior, number 3 Lance Casto, number 52 Mark Davis, and the senior not in uniform tonight, but he still has that red jersey on, and that's number 42 Jonas Jellick. You know, more than anybody else, he wants to be on that field tonight.
Oh yeah.
And at least he's there to be able to support his teammates for this game.
That's exactly right. I bet he's foaming at the mouth to play the game, but unfortunately his knee has had some bad problems, and he won't be back in a Red Devil uniform probably.
Well, Jared, you know, the numbers are in Ravenswood's favor as far as they're due to win this hatchet, as far as 3 straight losses. As far as another number goes, here's a stat for you. Ravenswood has not lost a home game since 2008, final regular season game of the year, when we fell to these Ripley Vikings. So a pretty good home record going on 2 years now. Absolutely outstanding for this Ravenswood home crowd, and I guess you can attribute it to the fans as well.
Absolutely. We've really been a force to be reckoned with at home, and it looks like we'll be putting our offense in the field first, Heath.
Well, I think it's a good thing.
So go ahead with our starting lineups if you want to.
Before I do, Jared, I think I want to give a quick shout out, and our prayers and hopes go out to the family and individual John Rice, the announcer for the Ripley Vikings. I understand has some health problems, had a heart attack or multiple heart attacks not too long ago, and we'd really like to send our condolences here from WMOV, and I think we speak for Red Devil Nation to say you know, we hope he gets better, and I think he's doing a lot better than he was. Our hopes and prayers go out to him.
Yeah, talked to Rick Shadow Shannon before the game over here from C98 Heath, and he said that he was in intensive care, so like I said, we'll keep him in your prayers, because I hate to see that for sure.
Absolutely. And the Ravenswood has taken the field for the first time tonight. Ripley has taken the field as well. Ravenswood's offense, let's roll it off real quick for you. Starting quarterback, number 12, the senior, Cole Starcher. Final time, he'll play these Ripley Vikings. The running back, number 21, Jeremy Lawrence, a junior. At H-back, fullback is number 15, Kyle Griffith, the junior. Wide receivers are number 11, Bobby Reimer. Number 3, Lance Casto. Number 24, Kurt Schindler. Offensive line is Burrows, Corey Day, Mark Davis, Chad Small, and Anthony Crow.
Got to watch them onside kicks all game long, especially
Vikings
now.
have the ball teed up. Jamin Jones, the left-footed kicker for the Vikings, will kick off. From right to left, the Red Devils will be moving from left to right of your radio dial to begin this first quarter of play. It's the Hatchet Game 2010. Ripley Ravenswood coming at you live here on WMOV, and these fans are getting loud from both sides of the county. The approach is there, and the kickoff is high end over end, going to be fielded by Ravenswood senior Cole Starcher. Starts up over the 5, cuts it up middle of the field 10, looks outside, tripped up, keeps his feet 15, spins inside. He's hit at the 20, and he'll be dropped right there at the Ravenswood 20-yard line. Good return by Starcher, and the Red Devils begin with the football just inside their own 20-yard line.
Very good return. It spun out of some tackles, started back there about the 3 or 4 yard line with the ball. Ripley got down the field in a heartbeat. Very good kick by Jamin Jones.
Real quick here on the Ripley defensive front. Kyler Scarberry is the left defensive end. In the middle, Daryl Hicks and Caleb Derenberger. On the outside, David Hicks. In the middle, Storm Matheny, Taryn Matheny, and Isaac Freshour. On the ends, Nick Barnett, Corey Goff, Jamin Jones, and Quasim Fields in the secondary. First play from scrimmage. Starcher going to keep it off the right side. Looks for a block across the 20. Spins down inside the 25 and hauls down to the 27-yard line. Pickup of 7 yards for the senior quarterback, Cole Starcher, as he gets up out of that pile quickly.
Yeah, I like the play action fake too. I believe that was Luke Corley back there in that one. Cole Starcher took it for 7 yards. Very nice. Got some good blocks as well.
So as you said, Corley is out there as a wide receiver here to our right as Ravenswood begins out on the shotgun formation. Call it 2nd down and 2. Starcher in the gun, has the strength to the left. Snap back, hand off Jeremy Lawrence. Straight at the middle he goes. He's hitting the hole and dropped for no gain on the play, as the Vikings may have caused a loss of yardage on that one.
Yeah, they have actually, lost some yards.
Credit David Hicks on that tackle, the junior linebacker for the Ripley Vikings.
2 yards.
Looking at about third and 4.
So the Red Devils will be faced with their first 3rd down of the night. Ravenswood sends twin receivers to the left, and Reimer and Casto. Single receiver is Luke Corley off to the right. Starcher is in the shotgun with junior tailback Jeremy Lawrence to the right of him. H-back settles left. Snap is back. Starcher wants to play fake. Now he looks to throw. Fakes. He's going to be hit. Gets the pass away as it was intended for Jeremy Lawrence. Incomplete is the pass. Is hit late. It was Cole Starcher. And it's going to be 4th down for the Red Devils.
It didn't have nothing to do with the ball there. Looked about like Ben Roethlisberger just had to try to get rid of it. A lot of pressure.
So after a good opening play of the drive, Ravenswood stalls out and the punt unit is on with 10:40 to go here of our opening quarter. 4th down, call it 3 at their own 26-yard line.
I think we'll see Ravenswood stick to the run more than we did last week, Heath.
Ripley drops Nick Barnett back inside the 43-yard line. Chad Small drops back to the 12-yard line of Ravenswood. Now Cole Starcher lines up here down to our right. Snap is low. Kick is away by Chad Small. A high booming kick going to be fielded by Barnett. Hits him and Barnett picks it up. He'll be nailed on the play by Cole Starcher. We get a flag down though. Back here at the 25-yard line, maybe in the area of the wiggle formation here.
Yeah, it had to be either that or an offsides or something.
Referees will sort it out down here in front of us. And Ripley, as it would stand, has the ball at the 29-yard line. Down here to our right, and we have an illegal substitution here against Ravenswood as Starcher came in late.
Oh, boy.
So we'll see what this will do here to Ripley's field position, though. As we said, the original spot.
We'll probably try that again.
So Ravenswood got the punt away, and it was a nice punt by Chad Small, but they're going to have to do it again. As the punt team back on for Ravenswood, just over 10.5 minutes remains of our opening quarter.
Need to get a better snap on this one and give Chad Small a little bit better of a shot at getting a good punt. He had an excellent punt there, but just give him a little, geez, we're way back there, aren't we?
Yeah, so Chad Small, after a good punt there, we're going to see, we saw Nick Barnett, the lone returner back here for Ripley, kind of bobbled that ball. I'm not real sure if he wanted to pick it up. He's a their tight end and defensive end on offense.
And they throw a lot to him from what I hear.
Yeah. So Ravenswood's punt unit out there, going to be 4th down, call at 11. Back inside the 20-yard line now as Chad Small stands with his heels at the 2-yard line rather.
About the 22 should be. There you go.
All right, so 4th down, call it about 9 for Ravenswood. Chad Small drops back deep in his own 5-yard line, and now we got officials timeout here again as they can't get it squared away quite yet.
Coach Sturm's not happy with something out there. I don't know what.
I think they're questioning the spot of the ball right now, Jared.
Not really sure what the problem is exactly. Something he sees, and Coach Sturm, he's.
I think it's the far side marker is what he's questioning right now. Is it's marked back inside the 20-yard line? It should be up to what, the 22.
I think the marker's actually right. We started on the 20s. We got to the 27 on that 7-yard gain, but I don't really know what the problem is.
Well, this isn't a good start for the the officiating crew right now.
Got to get it figured out, guys.
Yep.
What about the corner?
Now we're going to get things sorted out, and now we have officials looking to the far sideline, and yeah, Ravenswood was marked off too much on the play. As you were correct, I think it's going to be placed around the the 26-yard line. Is that right?
Well, wait a minute here.
Boy, they don't know what they're doing.
It was right where they had the ball.
And now a little sarcastic cheer up here in the press box from both Ravenswood and Ripley.
Oh, dear.
All right, so we're ready to
Try
go.
this again, Hayes.
Fourth down, call at 9, spotted at the 21 of Ravenswood. Small back deep to punt. Stands inside his own 7-yard line. Barnett back to return. Snap is back. This time a clean snap, and Small gets another booming kick away. Coming near sideline, Barnett fields it at his own 42-yard line. Real fair catches. And Ripley will begin with the football in good field position for the Vikings on their opening offensive possession. They're led by sophomore quarterback Jordan Allum, who takes over as the signal caller for the Vikings after Anthony Michaels, a senior, quit this football team early in the season. And now another Allum playing quarterback for the Vikings, and we'll see how he does against this Red Devil defensive unit. 10:25 to go, the opening
Real
quarter.
quick about our offense. How many times have we seen that first drive stall for Ravenswood this year? First drive of the game. We'll see what our defense can do and prove how good they are.
First down, call at 10. Ripley just over the 42-yard line. Down here to our right. Under center goes Jordan Allum as the I formation sends strength to the right. Sophomore quarterback goes under center. Takes the snap. Hands off the right side, and a handoff goes to David Hicks. He'll be hit, stood up. Brad Titus in there. He brings it down. Ball came loose on the play, but I think Hicks held on to it there as he bobbled it around, and the Red Devil crowd gives some support there to the linebacking core.
Yeah, popped out for just a second, but he kind of caught it in midair.
So good play there by the Red Devil D to hold him to only 2.5 yards on the carry, setting up second down and a long 7 from the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Defense has got to hold strong for Ravenswood tonight.
They break huddle with an offset I formation. Now they're going to shift the strength to the right as Heinzman settles over wide right to the receiver. Man in motion, going to settle on the left side of the line. Handoff goes to Hicks again off the left side, gets a hole. Jeremy Lawrence has it. Flag comes down the line of scrimmage. Hits one of the Ripley offensive linemen, but looks like it's going to be a holding penalty against the Vikings after about a 6-yard pickup. Needed 7, but this is going to be all for naught as that hole opened a little too obvious there in front of Mr. Official, and it's going to be a 10-yard penalty against the Vikings.
And I believe that's Chad Burrows getting held again on that side, if I'm not mistaken. So we've seen that time and time again. He's just way too strong for a lot of the teams we've seen, and that's the only thing they can do is hold him. I don't blame him.
All right, so 9:40 on a stop first quarter clock moves the ball to the 39-yard line of Ripley.
And that changes things for sure.
Yep, going to be second down and long for the Vikings. Call it 2nd and 13 as the Ripley offense comes out in a single setback formation. Lone setback is David Hicks. Turn, toss, sweep right side. Hicks pursued it. Chad Small has it for a loss. Diving in the backfield with the senior defensive tackle. Big number 60 picks up right where he left off last week against St. Mary's with a tackle and a loss on the play, setting up 3rd down and long for the Viking offense.
Tell you what, he busted right through that line and wasn't fooled by anything on that pitch play. How many yards did they lose? A couple right there?
Yeah.
Very nice.
About 1.5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down. Call it 15 for the Vikings. Watch a screen play here. As you can get that big guy out in the open, he can run like a truck. Ripley going to send 3 blockers off the left side. Lone setback is David Hicks. Under center is Jordan Allum. Sophomore quarterback takes a snap. Toss play right side. Has a hole. He's hit. Keeps his feet. Spins around one defender. Has his feet. Still got the first down and more as the Vikings pick it up on the ground. Ravenswood didn't want to tackle on the play, and it costs the Red Devil defense 1st and 10 Vikings inside Ravenswood territory.
And like we talked to Coach Stern before the game, they did the same thing 2 years ago. We didn't want to tackle. Should have had him back there with about a 3-yard gain.
So 17 on the play. He needed 15, and now the Vikings have the ball at the Ravenswood 45-yard line. That will not please defensive coordinator Jason Jackson one bit. 8:45 on a running first quarter clock here. Ripley with the football, 1st down and 10. They'll go I formation, single receiver Barnett off to the left. Now send a motion man, going to settle on wing back left. Under center goes Allum. Man in motion, going to settle right side this time. Handoff, stretch play right side. Ravenswood meets him in the hole, continues to push the pile forward, and David Hicks with an 8-yard pickup on the play down inside the 37-yard line of Ravenswood. Going to pick up about 8 yards on the play for the Ripley Vikings, and we have an official's timeout. Ravenswood's coach Jason Jackson does not like what he sees from this defensive unit. We'll step aside with 8:16 to go opening quarter. It's Ravenswood Ripley. No score here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV.
0 in the first quarter.
Welcome back inside the WMOV broadcast of Ravenswood Red Devil football here. Second down call at 3 out of the timeout. Ripley goes wishbone set. Allum under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off the right side. Going to be speed back off the carry. He's got a first down and more up the far sideline. Cole Starcher was the only man to beat. He makes the tackle on Isaac Freshour, who took that football right off the edge for a Ripley Viking first down to the 25 of Ravenswood. Giving 13 yards on the carry for the Viking running back.
Can't be allowing that, especially after a timeout. You think we'd kind of hold up a little better than that.
Well, they were given a heavy dose of Mr. David Hicks, and all of a sudden, a little speed off the edge for the Vikings. Got to be very careful. Just over 8 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Ripley stays, this time going I formation, sends the strength off to the right with Nick Barnett in the slot. Under center's Allum, man in motion, settles left. Snap is back. Handoff goes to David Hicks. He goes straight at the middle. He's hit, keeps his feet, still on his feet. Now Cole Starcher steps in and make another tackle. You like to see Starcher make tackles, but you don't want to see him take that long to make a play. I think that was actually Jeremy Lawrence who came in there and made the hit.
Yeah.
Second down.
Keeping his feet for extra yard, one or two here and there, even a half yard here and there. It's going to do Ravenswood in if we don't get something straightened up.
He picks up about 2 on the play, but that was all running up the backs of his offensive linemen, so set up second down along 7. Put the football down at the 23-yard line of Ravenswood. Single receiver split wide out right in the I formation. The Vikings have a wing back left. Send that man in motion. He'll settle on the right side of the line. Allum takes a snap. Handoff. Hicks right side. Keeps his feet. He's hit hard by Chad Small. Not going to get much on the play. As Chad Small, nice tackle.
Still diving forward for a few yards, though. It's just not good. He gained about 3 or 4 on that play. Ravenswood's got to really clog that hole and stop it before it gets started.
Third down, call it 4 for the Vikings as the play comes in from the sideline.
If we can hold him here, they'll pull out their kicker to try one. He's a good kicker. And that'd be a win for Ravenswood for a field goal attempt.
Well, here's the Viking offense out on the field inside the 19-yard line of Ravenswood. They'll go wishbone this time. Watch for that speed back as Allum goes under center. Ravenswood with a 5-man defensive front. And now Ravenswood jumps offside. It's going to be an automatic first down for the Vikings. At least that is the initial signal here, as it looked like the front of the line moved. Now Ravenswood says it's going to be a false start against Ripley. This will move the Vikings back. So yes, illegal procedures. The Vikings tried to draw Ravenswood off sides, and they got caught a little bit, maybe barking out signals there.
Well, the slightest movement too, even the slightest flinch by one of the linemen there, that'll get it called.
That's big in more ways than one. Not only is it moving back 5 yards, but now it gets Ripley thinking maybe trying to move the football to get field goal range, because this is still a tough field goal here.
Yeah, and they'll try. I think even if they gain nothing here, they'll still try that field goal.
That'd be nice to see Ravens would hold them to nothing on this play.
It would. It'd be very good.
This time, quarterback Jordan Allum goes under center with a single setback. Banana bunch right. Snap is back. Toss sweep right side. Watch the trick play. Hicks drops back. He looks to throw. Pass is going to be caught and then dropped. Incomplete intended on the play for Corey Goff, the senior receiver. Now the Vikings, an incomplete pass sets up fourth down on the play, and the field goal unit is on. And Jaden Jones, the junior kicker, enters the field for the first time as a field goal kicker.
Yeah, about a 41-yard field goal. It's a tough one, but this guy can really kick.
Look for any trickery too on this play, Jared. You got to be careful. The holder is Corey Goff. 6:08 on a stop. First quarter clock. No score here from Flintfield. Ravenswood Ripley 2010. Jones, the left-footed kicker, stands over here at his own 34-yard, at the Ravenswood 34-yard line. Devils show pressure. Snap is back. The kick is up. The kick is going to be no good. Wide right. As the Red Devils hold serve on defense, and the offense will take over. First down and 10, so you made them kick, and they missed it. Good job by the Red Devil D.
A big win by the Red Devil defense. Bend, but don't break, and that's what they've done all year. The false start helped us out a lot, I know that, Heath. But we'll see what Ravenswood can do here, starting at the 20-yard line.
First and 10, Ravenswood.
So the Red Devils first down and 10 now. They get the second chance after giving the football to Ripley with good field position. The Vikings move the football down inside the red zone, but penalties and incomplete passes did not help the Vikings. Devils go single receiver off to the right, twin receivers to the left. Starcher in the gun, takes a snap, play fakes, looks downfield now, rolls the pocket left. He's going to be hit, he's going to be sacked. And on that play, picking up the sack,
Paul Starcher
going to give it to Brandon Heinzman, the senior defensive lineman for the Vikings, and that's second sack on the night for the Viking defense.
Starcher lost his feet on that play there. Helped out the Vikings. Must be a little bit wet out there. You got to find your footing. I don't like these little rollouts we're doing. It's not. We haven't done good on those all year.
He's rolling left. That's very tough for Cole Starcher to throw there. So it's going to be second down and forever here for the Red Devil offense, starting off on the wrong foot on this drive after Ripley misses a field goal, loss of 9 on the play.
Yeah, second 19.
So ball back inside the Ravenswood 13-yard line. Mark it at the 12. Going to go twin receivers right, single receivers Reimer on the far side of the field. Snap is back. Looking down the far sideline, pass is incomplete, intended for Lance Casto. Casto went right, Starcher threw it inside. And just missed execution once again in the pass department. We saw it last week. Just poor offensive passing plays here for the Red Devils.
There's confusion. Receivers aren't running the right routes, or Starcher doesn't know where the receivers are going. One of the two, but there's miscommunication.
And right now there's a lot of frustration in the backfield for Ravenswood as Cole Starcher has not been able to find the running game real good to his liking, and the passing game has obviously not been there so far.
He went away from the running game.
Third down and 18 doesn't help matters either.
No.
Snap is back. Play fake. Starcher looks to throw. Going to heave one down the sideline, incomplete. Way short, intended for Bobby Reimer. Actually, it was intended for Jeremy Lawrence. And now the punt team is on 3 and out. Cole Starcher says, I don't have time to throw, and the receivers aren't open.
That time for sure he didn't have time to throw at all. Now the first down, I don't like the play call. Second down, miscommunication, and that one there, no time at all, no blocking. So 3 bad plays by Ravenswood.
Well, right now, Ripley has the momentum, in my opinion. I think the Vikings have moved the football on the ground. They're trying to grind and pound against this Ravenswood defensive front. Now, what seems to be a good opportunity for field position here for the Vikings. Snap is back. Chad Small kicks this one away. A high kick, not very deep. Going to take a fair catch as Nick Barnett gets it at the Ravenswood 42-yard line. So decent run by Chad Small, but nonetheless, as far back as Ravenswood was pinned, Ripley has the football in Ravenswood territory to begin a drive.
Yep, Chad had his heels on the goal line down there. It's about a 41, 42-yard punt. Good punt, but you can't expect to have it too far down there whenever you're pinned back that far.
So 5 minutes remains here of our opening quarter. No score from Flynn Field. Ripley with a football, moving from right to left of your radio dial. I think this defense needs to play turnover here since they've had 24 this season.
We need to force a turnover and get some momentum on our side.
Cole Starcher checks in as a safety late. Ripley goes wishbone. Allum under center. Going to hand it off the left side. David Hicks has a hole. Flag comes down. And a nice tackle on the play made by quarterback or defensive back Cole Starcher. Now a late flag comes in. About the same spot, so this could be the same penalty against what appears to be in the Ripley Viking offensive line area.
That was a good stop by Ravenswood. I think you have to accept that for sure. The pin him back a little more, get a little bit of breathing.
Right. So give credit to both Ravenswood's secondary and front. So this is going to be the holding penalty against the Ripley Vikings. Face mask going to be called against Ravenswood. So these are going to offset, replay first down. That's tough there to swallow that one.
Oh, man. I didn't see after the play, so I can't really give my opinion on it.
Clock stopped with 4:56 to go. I think Starcher may have grabbed the face mask. They threw it right at the point of attack.
Starcher's off the field right now. He was limping pretty heavily out there.
All right, Ripley with the football, and now going to send single receivers on the field for the first time tonight off to each side. Straight eye formation for Allum and the Vikings. Sophomore quarterback goes under center, dotting the I's, David Hicks. He'll get the call, this time off the right side, has a crease, and a nice tackle made right at the line of scrimmage. Getting in there on the plays, Mark Davis, the senior middle linebacker for the Red Devils.
Shouldn't this be third down here because they only have the second down?
Because it was offsetting penalties replayed down.
Well, they gave them an extra yard on that play. They started them 9 yards in.
All right, 4:35 on a winding first quarter clock. Ripley with the football inside the 40-yard line of Ravenswood. This time they're going to go stick-eye formation, something Ravenswood has used this year. Allum under center. Takes the snap. Hands off, straight at the middle goes Hicks, and he's going to be hit. Keeps his feet churning down to the 35-yard line. At the bottom of that pile making a tackle is Jake Snyder, as well as Chad Burrows, who came out of there. Tackle there by the senior.
I'm a little confused by that first down. There's penalties still. If those are offsetting, I believe you would start the play over right from where it should start, 10 yards. But it's 1 yard. I know I'm maybe a little bit trivial here, but that's big right now.
Speaking of big, it's third down and 4. Ripley with the football at the 35-yard line of Ravenswood. They send tight ends off to the left side. Single setback, David Hicks, and behind quarterback Allum. Takes a snap, toss sweep left side. Hicks looks for a blocker, gets outside, but hauled down from behind. Chad Burrows makes the tackle. Good play by the Red Devil defense.
Ripley's probably going to go for it here. That'd be a 50-yard field goal. That's not going to happen, I don't think. About a 51-yarder, so they're going to have to leave their offense out.
If I'm Ripley, I'm going for it because, let's see if Ravenswood can tackle. If I'm a Viking head coach or if I'm one of the players, I think you take a chance here.
And I'd give it to Hicks again, no doubt about it, if I was Ripley.
Quick moving first quarter has the time down to 3:15 to go in our first period. Ripley with a football, 4th down, call it 2 at the Ravenswood 33-yard line. Vikings not in a hurry here with 12 seconds left on the play clock. Maybe they'll take a timeout and discuss this with the play clock running down. And you can sense Jimmy Frazier wants to play clock management, wants to run the football and play defense. And right now it's working for the Vikings after with only, inside of 3 minutes to go. Vikings will take a timeout. We'll talk it over. No score here. The opening quarter. Ravenswood Ripley back here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV. Welcome back here to Flynn Field. 4th down, call it 2 for the Vikings at the 33 of Ravenswood. Under center is Jordan Allum. Takes the snap. Handoff. David Hicks off the left side. He's going to be hit. He's tripped up. He's not going to get it. And a beautiful tackle made on the play by Jeremy Lawrence, the defensive back for the Red Devils. Knocked him down. Let's see where they're going to mark it. This is going to be close, but I think he's going to be short.
Yeah, he's going to be short. And I like the play called by Jimmy Frazier and his boys there on 4th down. Ravenswood's had trouble stopping that.
They're going to bring the chains over, but I think he's short.
Yeah, I don't think
Jeremy Lawrence makes his 3rd tackle of the night. Ravenswood's defense feels as though they stopped him short. Chain gang going to come from the far side of the field. 2:49 remains of this opening quarter. This is a big play here if Ravenswood did stop him.
No excuses on either side because that ball was spotted perfect on that.
So bring the chain gang over. We'll see if this one's closer than we thought. Ravenswood, the ball stretched out. Red Devil football.
First down,
good
Red
stop
Devils.
by the Red Devil defense. They've been so good all year long. And they play another good stop on that one.
And best field position we've had tonight, too. He got it down here on the 31, 32 yard, about 31 yard line.
All right, so Ravenswood's defense has made 2 big stops. They made him miss a field goal, make him attempt a field goal in the first place. They missed the field goal. This time you make a big stop after Ripley started with the ball at your 42-yard line. Now the offense is going to have to get something started. And I think what you said, get back to the running game is a key in this one.
Absolutely, and we have room to do it now. We're not pinned back. We're trying to get out there with the pass.
Devils go twin receivers left, single receiver right in the shotgun. Starcher has Lance Casto in the slot. Snap back, handoff, Jeremy Lawrence. Big hole up the middle he goes. Across the 40, inside 45. Hauled down at midfield as Jeremy Lawrence goes 29 yards for the Red Devil. 19 yards for the Red Devil first down.
First down,
And
Red
Ripley
Devils.
territory. Give him actually 20 on the carry.
And a little extracurricular by Bobby Reimer there. Dropping all the way to the
line.
whistle. Very good job, Mr. Reimer. Good run by Jeremy Lawrence.
Ravenswood has entered Ripley territory for the first time tonight. Spot the ball
Scores,
just over
Magnolia
midfield of the
21,
Vikings, 49.
0.
Devils trying to crank things up,
14,
sending twin
Wayne
receivers
0.
right, single receiver left. Starcher in the gun, takes a snap. Here goes to Lawrence again. This time he's hit hard after a pickup of about a yard on the play.
Bit of a helmet to
Down
helmet
number
hit,
58, Tyler Scarberry.
but incidental nonetheless.
And
Clock
39,
rolls inside of 2
Brandon
minutes, 20
Hudson.
seconds to go. Opening quarter, no score here from Flynn Field in the 56th annual battle for the hatchet.
That was a hard 2 yards gain there, I know that. He got hit hard, but still picked up something. We'll see what we're doing here on 2nd and 8. Interesting down.
Ravenswood stays in the shotgun. Quarterback Cole Starcher takes a snap. Play fakes. Looks to run the ball off the right side. Looks for a blocker. Cuts it inside. Spins it to the 44-yard line. And he'll be hit and dropped at the 43.
What about a 5-yard gain there, Heath? What do you think?
Yeah, it'll set up 3rd down about 4 here for Ravenswood. Maybe a long 3.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and a long 3, like you said. See what Ravenswood does. I think you got to still stick to the run game. We've struggled mightily with our passing the last 3 weeks.
I think you can run again here, and if you pick up a couple yards, then you may go in that stick eye. We'll see what happens
Maybe
here.
bootleg it or something.
Twin receivers left, single receiver Schindler right. Snap back. Starcher going to keep it straight to the middle. He's got a 1st down and more across the 40, and he'll dive to the 36-yard line. Ravenswood picks up a 1st down as they move it inside the Ripley 37-yard line.
David Hicks.
Very nice
And
play
Nicholas
call there, right
Barnett.
up the middle.
First down, Red
Cole
Devils.
Starcher. I wanted to mention the play before that with this run. Got a good pull block on the outside by Anthony
The
Crow.
ball's at the 37-yard line of the
We're glad
Vikings.
to have that back.
Absolutely. Storm Matheny credited with the tackle on the play, as was David Hicks. 1st and 10 Red Devils at the Ripley 37-yard line. Starcher in the gun has Lawrence to his left. Snap back. Handoff Jeremy Lawrence. He cuts it off the right side, hit hard, keeps his feet, and he's all the way down to the 31-yard line of Ripley. Give him about 5, maybe 6 on the carry.
You got a down
Tackle by
player.
44,
Yeah,
Storm
that's,
Matheny.
Chad? No. It's
It's
Anthony.
Anthony Crone. He gets right up, limping a little bit on that ankle. See, he looks he's going to stay in this game.
He's one tough hombre. I said that about Bobby, I think, last week. Got to watch that. He's got that little wrap on his knee, so on his right knee, we got to really watch that. You don't want to get anybody hurt any worse.
Daryl Hicks checks in for the Vikings. This is a big guy, 6 foot, 310 pounds on the defensive line. Devils go 2nd down and 5 in the gun. Snap back, Starcher, quick pass outside, caught by Castro. Here comes Lance across the middle. Reverses field outside, there he goes. Down to the 20, cuts it upside, 15, down to the 10, and he's hit hard out of bounds inside the Ripley 7-yard line. We got an injured Viking down here at the 32-yard line, and that is Storm Matheny, who is down, but a beautiful catch and run. Lance Castro cut it inside and then stopped on a dime and went outside. What a nice play by Starcher and Castro after the Red Devils ran the ball down the Vikings' throat.
As you said, we got an injured Viking down here. Very nice play there on 2nd and 5. Good play call. I love that. It's a short little pass, very safe pass. And now Ravenswood, I saw them bring the big package out there. So once we get this Ripley player tended to here, hopefully he's all right out there. Don't want to see injuries in this game for sure, any game for that matter.
Didn't really see what happened there. I don't know maybe if somebody rolled up on him or if it was just it looks like to be a leg injury, it appears from here. We can't really tell yet, but 38 seconds remain on a stop first quarter clock, 26 yards on the pitch and catch from Cole Starcher to Lance Castro. So good yards after catch, and that's something we haven't seen Ravenswood do the last several weeks, and that's utilize those short passes. And just because you throw a 5-yard pass doesn't mean you can't pick up more than 5 on the play. That's intended to use those weapons like Castro and Reimer. And, you know, even guys like Luke Corley, who's even played receiver this year. Jeremy Lawrence is another guy. So get these speedsters out in the open and let them run. And it also sets up your running game. It opens that middle up for guys like Starcher and Lawrence to run up the middle.
Absolutely. As we said, 1st and 6 out there. Now we're still haven't seen a lot of movement out of the player for Ripley. Hopefully, like I said, he's all right. But we're going to have the big package out there. Chad Small. I saw Jeremy Burgess going out there getting ready to block. So why don't you let our listeners know to some of our sponsors, Heath.
Yep, they include Roush Funeral Home in Ravenswood, Tetrick Showcase Jewelers, Pleasant Valley Hospital, West Banco Bank, Jackson General Hospital in Ripley, B&B Marathon on Ravenswood's north side, First Care of Ravenswood, Ravenswood Eye Care, and Fastenal. Now let's talk about, Jared, this is our last regular season game, but it doesn't mean this is the last game for the Red Devils. I'd like to remind our fans out there that if you're interested, if you're a senior parent, if you're somebody that likes listening to the broadcast, well, we have just what you need here. We're offering CDs for $20 a piece. You get the entire season with all the games unedited, all the way to the final game, which we hope that ends up at Wheeling. We'll give you those as well for $20.
Won't be us announcing that game, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Fred Persinger and him do a good job.
And if you're interested in purchasing these CDs, you can visit www.wmovradio.com. As he said, the 2010 season only happens once, but you buy this CD, you can listen to these games forever. And right now, Ravenswood perfect, so have all wins on that CD right now.
Absolutely, and as you said, wmovradio.com is the place to buy it. Several games on there. Hopefully there'll be, 14? That'd be nice. Be a full CD, I know that, Heath.
Well, Storm Matheny being helped off the field here. It looks to be an ankle injury, a right ankle, or right leg injury for Mr. Matheny.
Zero pressure on that right ankle. We send our hope that he's doing well over there. Hopefully he's all right.
Ravenswood's going to set up on the far side hash mark, stick eye formation with Chad Small, the senior back, in the dotting that eye. Junior quarterback Dorito under center. Ripley jumps, but the Ravenswood offensive line move first. It looks to be a procedure penalty coming up here against Ravenswood. We'll sort this one out, see who moved first. Referee points to Ripley, though, on the far side. Let's see. And it's going to be offsides encroachment against the Vikings, so move it down to the 3-yard line.
We got a huge break there. I saw a little bit of flinching by our guys. I don't know who moved first. I can't really say.
It was the right side of the Ripley line and the left side of the Ravenswood offensive line. Once again, Mr. Official has had a better view than we did.
Well, now I'm a little less nervous too. First and 11 wouldn't have been, first and goal in the 11 wouldn't have been as easy as first and goal in the 3.
Here we go, left side hash, Dorito under center. He'll hand it off straight to the middle. Chad Small's hit, keeps his feet, holds onto the football, got to hold on. And Small's hit, and finally they blow the whistles. Boy, I'll tell you what, Ripley's crowd now getting up on them after that big hit. Credit the tackle, Corey Goff, the senior, who finished him off.
I'd line it up here before the clock runs out for the quarter and try to punch this one in again.
Yeah, Chad lost 3 yards, give him a 2-yard loss on the play, rather, as it moves back 2nd down and goal from the 5. Ravenswood going to line up stick eye formation. We have 6 seconds left on the quarter clock. Dorito goes under center with 3 seconds to go. Under center, takes the snap, handoff, play fake. Dorito's got a wide open lane, and he's going to lock into the end zone. Dustin Dorito from 5 yards away, and 6-0 Red Devils with no score remaining on this opening quarter clock. Ooh, baby!
Dustin Dorito, 5-yard run.
The refs were even pulling over there. I didn't see that one coming at all.
That was pretty.
I saw Chad Small without the football, and I thought, oh no, he's lost it.
I'll tell you what, Dustin Dorito, if he doesn't pursue a football career after this, he might have a job in acting, because that was a great sell. What a play. Ravenswood on the board first in this hatchet game, and that kind of breaks the ice.
And that was a good play fake, too, because they had Small bottled up. They sold on Small.
Senior kicker John Scritchfield on to attempt this extra point. Dorito is the holder.
We need this one.
6-0 Ravenswood after the Dorito touchdown. Snap is back. Extra point attempt is up, and that kick is good. Ravenswood 7. Ripley nothing. We're at the end of one quarter of play. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, WMOV.
Chapmanville 14, Point Pleasant 0. Williamstown 6, Parkersburg Catholic 0. Want to give a shout out to Alan Pape and Frank Cummings from work. They're here tonight's football game.
Welcome back to Flynn Field here on our Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 1065 WMOV. One quarter is in the books, and at the end of that quarter, Ravenswood takes a 7-0 lead after a 5-yard Dustin Dorito quarterback keep in the left corner of the far end zone down here to our right. Extra point by John Scritchfield was good. Devils had the ball teed up to begin our second quarter.
I was darting my eyes down there to the scoreboard to see if we were going to run out of time. He snapped it with about 0.5 seconds left.
Better late than never. Scritchfield has the ball teed up. Vikings have 3 back deep to return. Lined up against that 10-yard line. Still waiting signal for play here as the official has not blown the whistle yet. Nice momentum change here for the Red Devils. Defense plays tough, and now they score. Kickoff by John Scritchfield. It's a low-line drive, going to be picked up and fielded by Jamin Jones. It's going to be Quasim Fields, going to cut it up the left side. Looks for running room, not going to be much there as Tyler Miller hauls him down from behind. Also, Jeremy Burgess and Bobby Reimer come in late to make the finish tackle.
So nobody blew the whistle out there, so John Scritchfield was waiting even though the play clock was started. I like the patience from the young man. Got a decent kickoff there and was fumbled for a little bit.
Vikings take over at their own 29-yard line down here with 11:52 to go of our second quarter. Vikings offense has put the ball on the ground, but not put the ball in the air just yet. They attempted to put the ball in the air on the little halfback pass, but as far as Jordan Allum goes, has not had a pass yet. Vikings go wishbone formation. Now flags come down at the line of scrimmage, and let's see what is.
They've got 11 out there. They're good on the numbers. It's legal formation, maybe? I don't know.
Let's see what the official says here. It's going to be a legal formation. You're right, Jared. So the Vikings starting off very poorly on this drive and on the penalty before the snap.
First down.
Boy, that is very tough.
Good way to start off for Ravenswood. Thank you to Ripley.
So move the football back to the 24-yard line of Ripley and wishbone formation for the Vikings. Allum goes under center. Handoff, going to be a play keeper. Allum goes up the middle. He's hit. He's going to be stuffed on the play. Anthony Crow got Kyle Griffith finishes it off with the tackle.
Anthony Crow really disrupted that play, and quarterback had nowhere to go. Jordan Allum didn't have anywhere to go with the football. Here came Kyle Griffith to stuff it.
I'm going to tell you something right now. For a defensive end, Anthony Crow is about as fast as they come.
Oh, he could be a linebacker back here, for sure. But it's great to have him defensive ends like him and Chad Burrows. Guarantee you 2 of the best in AA.
Loss of 1 on the play. Give, as we said, Griffith credit for the tackle, also credit for the tackle for the loss. Now it's going to be second down, call it 16 for the Vikings. They're going to go wishbone set. Under center goes Jordan Allum, the sophomore quarterback. Offensive lineman for the Vikings jump. Let's see if Ravens would jump first. I think Ripley jumped again.
Dead ball.
False start. Vikings is the entire left side. Jumped. Corey Day jumped late for the Red Devils, but it was because there was movement up front. Boy, Ripley is shooting himself in the foot right now. This is second down and forever.
I want to give a quick shout out to Debbie Nagraj of Ravenswood. I heard she's a little under the weather today. Sorry to hear that, but listening from home, Okay, yeah, we have an update here in a second, but Debbie and Crush listening from home, glad to know you're listening.
10:40 on a rolling second quarter clock. Vikings, Ullum goes under center, wishbone. Handoff off the left side. It's David Hicks. Looks for running room. He's hit. He's going to be stopped. Keeps his legs churning, but a nice tackle made on the play by the Red Devil defensive line, and that's Jake Snyder again who gets in there and makes the tackle. That's actually Mark Davis who got in there, I believe.
Yeah, Ravenswood mascot, Red Devil, we started back up this year as a brand new flag with the big Ravenswood R. Kind of knockoff from the Rutgers R, but it's switched a little bit. I love it.
All right, so third down, call it 21 for the Vikings. 10:05 and counting here in our opening half of play. Vikings go wishbone. Devils show blitz. Now Ullum looks to the sideline, begins changing the play. The sophomore ready to go, takes a snap. Play fake, now he's going to hand it off the left side, looks for blockers. Hit from behind, and the Red Devil D swarms and stuffs Chad Small with the initial hit. Kyle Griffith finishes it off. Good stop by the Red Devil defense, and it's punt formation time for the Vikings.
Yeah, I think you got to credit Kyle Griffith at least a half there. He really letting the other guys disrupt the play, like you said, with Anthony Crow, Chad Small, and he's getting in there finishing
He's staying at home like a good linebacker right now, Jared. He's doing what we saw Jonas Jellick do for so many years here at Ravens.
He's stepped up huge this year.
9:25 and counting. Rugby style kick by Jamin Jones, going to take a Ripley roll. Big bounce here. Going to be fielded by Jeremy Lawrence. Far sideline, begins cutting it up over the 30. Back inside 32, down to the 35, across the 40-yard line is Jeremy Lawrence. Good return on what looked to be a big Ripley bounce on the punt. The Red Devils take over at their own 42-yard line here. 9:12 remaining opening.
Is that Jamin Jones punting as well? Hey, my goodness, that was a wicked punt. That's almost unfieldable, and Jeremy Lawrence got over there and scooped it up. That thing was rolling really, really fast.
So Ravenswood now first down and 10, moving from right to left of your radio dial. Have the football at their own 43-yard line with a 7-0 lead here midway through the second quarter. Starcher in the gun, takes a snap, hands off Jeremy Lawrence. Here he goes, over midfield. One man to beat, Jeremy Lawrence rumbling, stumbling down the sideline. 10-5, touchdown, Jeremy Lawrence. Three to go. The junior streaks down the far sideline for the Red Devil TD.
Oh, baby, from 57 yards.
How do you like Jeremy Lawrence? An explosion of speed down that sideline. He just blasted right past that entire Ripley secondary.
And on that note, I want to give a very huge shout out to my good buddy Nathan Gump, listening from Fairmont. Got to see him this past weekend. Thanks for listening, buddy. Appreciate it.
No doubt about it.
Touchdowns for you on that one.
9:02 remains here of our opening half. Ravenswood 13-0, and now John Scritchfield on to attempt the extra point. Snap is back. The senior's kick is up. And it splits the uprights. 14-0 Red Devils, second quarter action here. You're listening to the Sports Voice of the Ohio Valley, WMOV.
Scritchfield will be kicking off back deep. Number 2, Jamin Jones. 12, Fossine Fields. And 82.
Welcome back to Flint Field here. 9:02 remains second quarter. Ravenswood 14, Ripley nothing after the Jeremy Lawrence 57-yard touchdown run. Big play for the Red Devil offense after another good defensive stand, and John Scritchfield has the football teed up at the 40-yard line, ready to go. Kick is away. A line drive end over end, going to be fielded, followed by Nick Barnett. Picks it up at his own 12. Looks going to throw it back across the field. It's a forward pass. Flag comes down. Ripley's going to streak down the far sideline. One man to beat Scritchfield. He gets by him. Still racing down the sideline. It's going to be the Ripley Viking return man, but it's coming back. All for naught. Just come on,
Barnett to Jones, good for a touchdown, but we do have a flag down.
Not going to count, my buddy. A legal forward pass is going to move the Vikings way back inside their own 10-yard line.
Ran a long way for nothing, Heath, because that was a blatant forward pass, about 4 yards forward. If he would have stayed behind him, it would have been a good play.
Great play. I think Jamin Jones actually returned that one back, but Ripley doesn't like it. Now Ravenswood fans getting real pumped up down here. The defense now smells blood.
I smell it. Tell you what,
this crowd didn't need much more to get fired up, but now we're go
time now.
Ravenswood fans have been waiting for something to get fired up about like this. Touchdowns weren't enough. But that was just a blatant forward pass. That's a shame. That was a good play for Ripley, but good for Ravenswood.
8:09 remains of our second quarter, so bring the Vikings all the way back inside. Penalty was thrown down here at the 13-yard line of the Vikings, so we'll move it back.
An illegal forward pass.
It's going to be Ripley football. and negate the big play. So now the life sucked out of that crowd from
They lose
Ripley.
yards as well in that.
14-0 is our score in favor of the Red Devils after the Jeremy Lawrence touchdown. The
5-yard
Vikings
penalty, first
now
down.
trying to answer as the ball moved back to the 9-yard line inside of Ripley's territory.
Red Devil Nation, they smell the blood like you said.
Okay,
They
first down
are
Vikings from their
just
9-yard
hungry
line.
right now. They're ready for a turnover. And I smell it too.
Whistles in a timeout taken
Ripley,
by the
it's
Ripley
a second
Vikings.
charge
8:09 to
timeout
go.
of the half.
Second quarter, Ravenswood 14, Ripley nothing here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, WMOV. 9 remains of our second quarter.
9 yards.
Ravenswood 14, Ripley nothing as the Vikings moving from left to right of the radio dial. She said back inside the 9-yard line. Ripley going to show a stick-eye formation here with David Hicks dotting that eye, the junior fullback, standing back at the goal line. Under center's Allum. Looks, the sophomore takes a snap. Turn, handoff to the right side, hit by Chad Small, keeps his feet going, and now Bobby Reimer finishes him off before whistles blow.
Bring the ball,
Good
David
pickup,
Hicks.
though, after being hit in the
It's
backfield.
on the bottom.
I think Jeremy Burgess came out of there with a partial tackle
I was
as well.
going to say the same name, Heath.
Tackles made by the Red Devils,
Gain of
number
about
44,
two and a
Jeremy
half,
Burgess,
maybe.
and number 11, Bobby Reimer.
You got to be careful, though. They seen what Ravenswood can do in that I formation. You can always fake. I saw one of Ravenswood's linebackers kind of pulled up from the line and stepped back and was looking. So I think it was Kyle Griffith.
Brandon Heinzman checks out for the Vikings. They bring in an extra tight end here. Now Nick Barnett will settle as a wide receiver, split out far sideline left. Wishbone formation has Jordan Allum under center. Sophomore quarterback takes a snap, hands off to Hicks off the left side, looks for running room, not going to get much as Dylan Gandy makes the initial hit. Mark Davis
Hicks
finishes him
carrying the
off.
ball.
Nice tackle there by the senior as he has his third stop of the night. Clock rolls down inside of 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go opening half.
Defense
It's
was
going
led
to
by
be third
number
down about
52,
5 for the Viking offense here.
Mark Davis,
Ravenswood's
and
defense is
56,
grabbing us
Chad
right
Burns.
now. Ripley had to get away from David Hicks running the ball like he was because Ravenswood really stopped it there on the last drive. He tore us up on the
Third
first
down.
drive, don't get me wrong, but Ripley's trying to figure out something else. And this is not good here. If Ripley can't pick this up, they're going to have severe trouble this game.
Third down, call it 5. Ripley splits a single wide out, Barnett left in a wishbone formation. Spot the ball at their 14-yard line. Snap is back. Allum, turn, hand off the left side. Chad Small's got him in the backfield.
And
The running
ball
back was
number 28,
Isaac
Isaac
Freshour, but he went
Right down
nowhere as
for a loss
Chad
by
Small
number
with his 5th tackle of the night,
60,
second in the backfield.
Chad
Making
Small.
play.
Lost 4 yards in the play. Ripley's Jamin Jones coming out.
Bring that fourth
Try
down.
to put another leg into
And
it.
is it just me, or has Chad Small gotten better every game on defense this season?
People will argue still, even though that he has the sack record, that Luke
Back
Salmons is
kick,
better.
number
I
2,
know he went to
Jamin
Marshall.
Jones.
I think he's just as good as
Larson
Luke Salmons. Hopefully we can
starts
get
back
Chad
to
to
receive.
school somewhere.
Punt formation, Anthony Crow nearly got a piece of that one. Gets the rugby-style punt off nonetheless. Going to take a Ripley roll back to near midfield.
We'll
And
take
just
it there.
on that midfield stripe, the
down
Vikings
by
down the
number
football. But how
12.
about it? Ravenswood
Crossing
with the
field to the
14-0
50-yard line.
lead takes over with good field position here in 6:03 remaining of our opening half.
Well, Ripley must have touched the ball there about 2 yards ahead, so we'll take the ball at the 48-yard line of Ripley. That's excellent field position. Remember what happened last time on the first play. Jeremy Lawrence belted off a 57-yard touchdown run.
I think Ravenswood's content with running Jeremy Lawrence right now because he runs so hard straight at the middle, and nobody seems to want to tackle this kid.
He's
they
quick.
can't catch him.
His footwork's ridiculous.
Well, he's split off to the left side of quarterback Cole Starcher in the shotgun. Twin receivers left, single receiver right. Starcher takes a snap. He's going to keep it off the left side. Has a blocking hole up across the 40, 35, 30. Cole Starcher on the 25, 20. From behind, hit and dropped inside the 15-yard line. Cole
Starcher on the quarterback
streaking up the
keeper.
middle on the quarterback keep. Give
Right down from behind by
him
number
34 yards
33,
on the
David
quarterback run.
I think he's got about 36, actually.
36, you're right.
First down,
From the
Red
48 down to the
Devils.
12. So, wow, what a run. Got some good blocks. They thought Jeremy Lawrence was getting the ball. Those are the weapons we got.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just as good, if not better, than any offense in the state.
Ravenswood ready to go. Ripley not ready on defense. Shotgun formation. Twin receivers right, single receiver left. Snap back. Handoff Lawrence up the middle. He goes. He's hit. Keeps his feet. Dives for the 5-yard line. And he's
Lawrence
down
running
after
the ball.
about a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lawrence running with a head of steam, and now the big package coming in.
I'll tell you what, this is the way I wanted to see
Hicks on the
Ravenswood's
stop for
offense
the
play.
Vikings.
Not only this week with the rivalry game against Ripley,
Again, 7 yards,
last
second
week
down,
and the week before.
long 3.
Now, we saw a good second half at Clay County. Our first half was atrocious with 0 points. Last week's game all around was not good after we scored the first 14, but now we're really playing some good offensive and defensive football.
Second down, call it 3. Ball at the 5-yard line of Ripley. Stick eye formation. Dorito hands it off. Chad Small up the middle. He dives. He's to the 1-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down for Ravenswood. He needed to get it inside the 2. I think he picks up about 2 yards on the carry, maybe a yard short. So give Chad Small 2
Stop was
yards
made
on
by
the keeper.
Nicholas Barnett.
On the
And
run there,
William
Dorito looked like maybe
Durenberger.
mishandled that snap and handed it off with his opposite hand that he normally
Officials
does.
timeout for measurement.
Going to be 3rd down and 1. I think Ravenswood could line up in this formation for a couple more times, but now we have
That could be a first down possibly.
yeah, measurement here coming from the sideline.
While there's a break in the action, we'll recognize
As
Jamie's
it stands,
Red Devil
Ravenswood
press
leads it
cruise
14-0 over Ripley. They're knocking on the door
Ready
again
for the
with
Ravenswood Red
5:08.
Devil Ripley Vikings
Clock
game,
stopped
2010
momentarily
Hatchet
for this
game.
measurement, but
Ponderosa Ripley,
this would be a big
Domino's
stranglehold the
Pizza
Red Devils could put on the
Ripley.
Vikings right
Leonard
now.
and
This is
Mary
not a
Robinson.
prolific scoring offense from
WLV,
Ripley. This is not a
13-16
defense from
and
Ravenswood that gives
Ravenswood.
up a lot of points, particularly against teams that run the football. I think Ravenswood has the upper hand if they can punch one in right here.
First and goal, Ravenswood.
We're going to give Ravenswood the first down on the measurement. So call it first down and goal. Spot the ball at the 2-yard line after the Chad Small run. Stay in the stick eye, ball at the 2. Dorito under center, takes the snap, hands it off right side. Chad Small keeps his feet. He plunges to the end zone. He's in for the Red Devil touchdown. Chad Small from 2 yards away puts Ravenswood on top 20-0.
Ooh, baby. Spreading the wealth on senior night, 8th.
No doubt about it, Mr. Jared. This is a good start to this football game if you're a fan of the red and black. 2-yard touchdown run by the senior Chad Small, who does work down there at that goal line.
What a big second quarter for Ravenswood. Well, really, I mean, you could attribute that first touchdown to the second quarter, honestly. So here we go. Extra point.
John Scritchfield out there, as you said, for the extra point. Snap is back, and the senior kicks that one right through the uprights. 21-0. Ravenswood on top inside of 5 minutes to go, second quarter. You're listening to Red Devil Football on AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV. Welcome back to Flynn Field. 4:59 to go here of our second quarter of action. Ravenswood now with a 21-0 lead over the Ripley Vikings. Devils have the football teed up. Vikings ready to return this one as John Scritchfield has that football ready to boot away. Big score again for the Red Devils as they get good field position and capitalize. The kickoff by Scritchfield going to be hit. A Ripley player going to be fielded back inside the 6, and it's going to be spotted down to the 7-yard line of Ripley. Hit off the hands of Isaac Freshour, the kick returner, and just a bad bounce for the Ripley Vikings. Good bounce if you're Ravenswood.
I don't know. You can look at it from either way. If that ball would have bounced straight, it could have gone in the end zone. The kick returner, I didn't catch his name there, could have fumbled the ball again, trying to pick it up. Ripley might be a little happy with that. I don't think they could be happy with the ball at the 7 or the 8-yard line, but still.
4:56 remains of this opening half and what has been a very close first quarter, and now Ravenswood has quickly taken a 21-0 lead, and now another opportunity for Ravenswood to jump on top of this poor field position for the Vikings. Ripley, a run-oriented team. Let's see what the Vikings do here, trailing by 3 scores now. Straight eye formation, Ullum under center, takes the snap. Going to play fake, now hands it off on an end around. He's hit, he's tripped up and stopped on the play. And I think that's Chad Small again in the backfield.
It was Chad Small, and gets back there for a 2-yard loss on the play. He is just tearing them up right now. He is a monster.
6 tackles on the night, 3 have been in the backfield for the senior defensive tackle from Ravenswood.
Man.
Freshour checks into play here for the Vikings with the clock rolling inside of 4.5 minutes to go. Substitution on the play as the Vikings huddle up, ball back at their own 5-yard line.
Heavily decorated Flynn Field tonight, Heath. A lot of parents did a lot of hard work last night.
Vikings go wishbone formation. You're absolutely right, Jared. Ullum goes under center, turns, looks to hand it off, straight at the middle, first man through. He's going to be hit, and nice tackle made by Brad Titus and Bobby Reimer, who team up to knock down the Ripley running back. And on that carry, let's see who carried. That was Isaac Freshour on the carry.
Well, and James Van Est, who was in there for Anthony Crow for a play, got in at the end. He wasn't in on the full tackle right off the bat, but that's good. You can have somebody to switch in there and give Crow a rest because his leg is obviously bothering him a good bit.
Clock rolls down inside of 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go opening half. Ripley faced with 3rd down and 10. Ball at their own 7-yard line on the right hash mark. Ullum goes under center in a wishbone set. Ravenswood with a 5-man defensive line. Here's the play. Handoff goes off the left side. Hicks has a head of steam, but not before the Red Devil D gets to him. Let's see who climbs out of the bottom of that pile. I think it's Chad Burrows, and yes, it is number 56, the junior defensive end who makes that stop. Second tackle on the night for Chad, and it's 4th down for Ripley.
And Hicks just got land-based into the ground there. He had his head drove in. His face mask into the ground, excuse me.
This is a chance here for Ravenswood to really put this game on ice. 3:07 and counting. Ravenswood sends Starcher and Lawrence back inside the 40-yard line to return. Jamin Jones is the punter, stands at the heels in the end zone. Kick is away. A nice booming kick is going to be fielded by Lawrence. Back here at the 48-yard line, he looks, reverses field, cuts it across the 45. He's hit, still on his feet, down to the 43-yard line of Ripley. So good field position for Ravenswood again after Lawrence juked and jived and picked up a little extra.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 yard gain. Once again, Ravenswood with right around 50-plus yards to go for pay dirt. And, well, I mean, under 50, excuse me, for pay dirt here. So we're looking pretty good. Ball on the 43-yard line of the Vikings. But it's good to get a returnable kick for once there. I'll tell you, that kicker's something else. We've heard a lot about him. Saw a little bit of him down at St. Albans, but he's excellent.
2:49 remains opening half. Ravenswood with the football at the Ripley 43. Shotgun formation. Starcher takes a snap. He wants to throw this football. Pump fakes. Now he's going to heave one down the near sideline. Bobby Reimer there, and he overshot him. I think Reimer may have hit a hole down there on the field as he stumbled. Just a tad overthrown, though, on the play there by Cole Starcher. Could have been a big play.
Could have been one of the sprinkler holes. Who knows? I don't know where those are at on the field.
Clock stopped, though, with 2:45 remaining. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Good job there by the coaching staff to dial up a pass play after Ravenswood completing a nice running job right now.
Well, now it kind of opens it up a little bit. Ripley's kind of wondering what might happen. I think you got to get back to the run game now. Let Lawrence take it for some yards.
2nd down, call it 10. Ball at the 43 of Ripley Vikings. Starcher for the Devils takes the snap, rolls the pocket. Now he's going to keep it off the left side, cuts it up inside 40. Jukes and jives, gets it outside to the 35. Still on his feet, cuts it back to the middle across the 30, and he's all the way down to the Ripley 29-yard line. And now he's hit late on the play. No flag going to be thrown by the official as the Vikings had him. The whistles were blown, and Starcher got thrown down late. Wow, and Bobby Reimer gets in there and has a few words for the Vikings. Starcher just kind of got out of there and walked away, but the Red Devil teammates taking up for Mr. Cole Starcher here.
That's just so dangerous, and the referee's telling the player, but you got to tell him with the flag on that. That's all right, we got a 1st down. That's just so dangerous. The whistle been blown for about 5 seconds.
And it wasn't like it was a cheap shot, but they threw him down late.
It was a bit of a body slam.
It's still late, yeah.
German suplex.
1st down and 10. Ball at the 30-yard line of the Ripley Vikings. Devils with 2:34 to work with, leading at 21-0 over the Vikes. Starcher in the gun with Lawrence to his right. Twin receivers right, single receiver left. This time it's going to be Jeremy Lawrence on a counter handoff. He goes up the middle, and he's still on his feet as he crosses the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Give Jeremy Lawrence 7 yards on the carry. Straight up the middle, and he is a north-south runner if you ever saw one.
Very solid carry, and Ripley head football coach Jimmy Frazier is not happy with his defense or offense for that matter right now. He is not happy over there one bit.
2nd down, call it 3. Devils stay in the shotgun with twin receivers right. Single receiver split near side, Bobby Reimer to the left. Snap is back. Once again, this time it's going to be Starcher keeping it. Crosses the 25 down to the 24. He's going to lose a yard on the play. Good tackle made there in the backfield by the Vikings. William Derenberger, the senior defensive tackle, is going to set up 3rd down and about 4 here for the Red Devils.
See what Ravenswood likes to do here. I don't have to look for a short pass. Maybe try to run it around the end with Cole Starcher. Maybe give it to Jeremy Lawrence. Got a lot of options.
1:35 and counting here. 2nd quarter action. Ravenswood still has 2 timeouts. Faced with 3rd down, call it 3. Shotgun snap is back. Starcher looks to throw, fires one, pass is incomplete. Lance Casto couldn't hold on to that one. It was a low thrown ball. It's going to set up 4th down and 3 for the Red Devils, and decision time here for Coach Dick Stern.
I think you got to try to go for it because it's a 40-yard field goal.
I think Cole Starcher ought to have his number called here and let him run.
I think Scritchville can make that on a good night, but it's cold and nasty out there. I wouldn't attempt it here. Put Ripley on the ropes even more than they already are.
4th down, call it 3. Ball at the Ripley 23-yard line. This is a big defensive play here for the Vikes. Shotgun formation, snap is back. Starcher looks to throw. Blitz comes, and Bobby Reimer makes an outstanding catch. Toes the sideline and walks the tightrope. Red Devils 1st down with 1:19 remaining here, and a big catch by the senior wideout.
And I wonder if Luke Murray's in attendance right there because he used to make those catches night after night for Ravenswood. Beautiful catch. Nice pass by Starcher. He was getting pressured heavily up the middle.
Give him 5 on the catch. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 18-yard line as Ravenswood's entered the red zone.
We still got 2 timeouts, too.
Starcher in the gun with Lawrence to his right. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Pressure comes, and now Starcher going to heave one over the middle. Pass caught. Kurt Schindler, and he walks into the end zone. 18 yards on the pitch and catch. Ravenswood 27, Ripley nothing. Oh, baby. Wow. Just when you thought Ravenswood was going to lull you to sleep on the run, Starcher hooks up with his junior wideout, Kurt Schindler, and the Devils on the board again.
18-yard touchdown pass there. The old connection of Starcher to Kurt Schindler. I like Schindler hasn't didn't play last week. He had a sore
If I'm
shoulder.
not mistaken, is that Schindler's first touchdown?
I'm thinking it might be. Barely missed one on his birthday here against Point, I think, Heath.
Snap is back. The extra point by Scritchfield is up, and that kick is good. 28-0. Ravenswood on top with 1:12 to go this opening half, and the Devils have exploded on offense.
Well, Heath, I want to read off some of Jamie's Red Devil Press Box Crew sponsors for tonight's hatching. Thank you so much to them. Domino's Pizza of Ripley. Missing that Domino's over here, but it's good we can have some every Friday night. Leonard and Mary Lou Robinson have picked up all the food. WMOV 1360 AM and FM 106.5 of Ravenswood, WCEF 98.3 FM of Ripley, the Parkersburg News, Jackson Herald, Jackson Star News, Cottageville Engine, Jackson County Insurance, Mark Cole and Bev Thompson, Stacy and Grace Sturm, Rhonda Kelly, who made some little s'mores. Those were delicious. Cass Cable and Ponchos of Ravenswood. And I don't know if we've forgot to mention we are broadcasting with Cass Cable tonight on channel, what is it? Do you remember?
45, I believe. Yeah, I'll get that straightened out. I think you're right.
And Barnett back.
28-0 in favor of the home-standing Ravenswood Red Devils, trying to stay unbeaten and go 10-0 for the first time since 1974.
Let's boot this one deep, Johnny.
So the Vikings have 3 returners back, standing at their 10-yard line. John Scritchfield, the senior kicker, he's been perfect on PATs. He's been very solid in the kick game as well. Number 23 approaches the ball and puts a leg into this one. This is going to be high end over end. Going to be fielded by Quasim Fields. Cuts it up over the 15, inside 20. Jeremy Burke blasts him right here at the 20-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Good hit there by Jeremy Burgess.
Ouch. Jeremy Burgess, one tough customer.
So 1:07 remains here in the opening half. Ravenswood 28, Ripley nothing. As the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line, moving from left to right of your radio dial.
Something we'll talk about at halftime, Heath, but we'll see if this game continues in this direction. Ravenswood likes to keep their starters out there a while. Ravenswood, we owe Ripley a payback from 05-06.
Offset backfield here for the Vikings. Going under center is Jordan Allum. Takes the snap. Handoff on the counter goes to David Hicks. He's going to be hitting a beautiful tackle made by Mark Davis around the neck of Hicks as he picks up about a yard and a half. Mark Davis having a nice night from his defensive linebacker position.
I think Ravenswood should have probably called a timeout there. That would have been a smart idea.
Well, Devils are up by 4 touchdowns here, but Chad Small looks and says, hey, we have a couple timeouts here.
Don't call it now. You wasted all the time.
Yeah. 2nd down and 8 here for the Vikings as the play call comes in from the sideline.
They could call it on the next down here and leave us some time maybe to get a kick return. We'll see.
Clock rolling inside of 33 seconds here in this opening half of action. Ripley going to go with Allum under center, stick eye formation. Dotting the I is David Hicks. Snap is back. First man through. Gets the ball off the left side. Has a hole. And a nice tackle there in the open field by Jeremy Lawrence after the Ripley Viking first down to the 35.
We'll be content to go with this score at halftime then. Won't be any more scores for Ravenswood at least, well, unless
they can get a fumble recovery.
Big mistake.
So David Hicks is actually the ball carrier on that play, and now Ravenswood's going to bring in a couple substitutions as Brad Titus checks out Kurt Schindler in as an extra defensive back.
Heading back in a semi-prevent defense back here, Heath.
Yep, Ripley still has 1 timeout. Clock rolls inside of 8 seconds to go, opening half. Allum under center, takes the snap, hands it off straight up the middle he goes, and this time breaking free is Brandon Heinzman with the final seconds ticking off the clock. Kurt Schindler makes the tackle. 2 quarters in the books. It's Ravenswood 28 and the Ripley Vikings nothing. You're listening to the Red Devil Football on the AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV. Football teed up. John Scritchfield ready to boot this one away. 12 minutes on the clock for the 3rd quarter to begin. The senior kicker approaches this one high, end over end, booming kick going to be fielded by the middleman Quasim Fields. He begins it over the 20, cuts it inside 25-30. Right up the middle he goes across the 40, hit and drop down from behind, just shy of the 45-yard line. Getting in there with the tackle is Kyle Griffith, who comes in from behind to make the stop on special teams.
Ravenswood had a little bit of problems getting downfield to
cover blocking on the right side of that wedge by the Vikings.
Yeah, it was very good.
So 11:51 is the time remaining here on the 3rd quarter as the Vikings begin their first drive of the 2nd half. Kurt Schindler checks in as safety as Bobby Reimer will come to the sideline. Actually, Schindler will play left cornerback right here as Lawrence will play deep safety for the Devils. Straight I formation for Allum. He has Hicks dotting that I, and Hicks will take the handoff left side as a whole, and quickly closing as a nice tackle from behind by Chad Burrows. Gets that tackle.
Give an assist to Brad Titus as well, but Chad did get in there first on that one. He's done an excellent job on that end. I know that. Him and Anthony Crow both on their respective sides. Cole Starcher is walking good on the sideline here. He's not limping at all, but you got to be a little careful with him. The hamstring injury still nagging from last season.
Ripley's still committed to running the football here. Second down, call it 7 after the first carry of the second half. Split wide receivers, single receivers off each side. Quarterback under center in the I formation. Quick pass right side, and the pass is incomplete and dropped on the play. Thought it was going to be a backward pass, close to being one there, Jared, as the intended receiver was Brandon Heinzman for the Vikings.
Well, they had the ball on the 48-yard line. It was thrown back here about the 45. That was a backwards pass, but fortunate for Ripley there because that ball was going to be Ravenswood's. But still, we got him 3rd down and 7 now on the 47-yard line, but a big mistake by the officials.
All right, 3rd down and 7, as you said, with 11 minutes, 11 seconds to go here of our third quarter. Now officials going to get together here down near the 43 or 48-yard line here. And I think they're discussing maybe if that was a backwards pass. Was that?
They blew the whistle dead. You can't change it now in high school. Well, you couldn't change it at any level of football, but that was a big mistake by the what's going on here?
Yeah, I think they are going to move Ripley back now.
I don't know what for. Maybe they're just huddling up, but this has been the second time there's been some mass confusion out there by the officials.
I think maybe they were just saying, let's be more aware, and next time, I know we can't do anything about this one, but it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
And the official come over here and just told Coach Stern that pass was backwards, but we've blown the whistle.
Well, they have 2nd down on the board over there on the far sideline, but it's 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 47 for Ripley.
Wait a minute.
Now Coach Sturm.
They're replaying 2nd down.
Now Coach Sturm is as hot as I've ever seen him, and this is a first for me. I've never seen a replay of it down. I'm confused as to what was called here. This is
Wait a second. They're replaying 2nd down.
Wow, now they're going to blow the whistle, and Coach Sturm's not going to let him hear this, but this is going to be 2nd down and 7 for whatever reason.
Oh, my gosh.
I formation. We'll try to get it to you if we can. Turn, handoff, Hicks off the left side. He's hit, keeps his feet, spins away. Ball on the ground. It's loose. Devils pounce on top, but the Vikings say they have it. After a pickup of about 4 yards on the play, Ripley comes away at the football at the 49-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Vikings.
I'm really confused right now.
I'm very confused, and I'm not real sure. It's one of those things
it's nothing I've ever seen before. It's nothing I've ever seen before because it's not a call. Even the Ripley announcers over here saying there was no penalty, no nothing, but they're getting an extra down.
And now the Red Devil fans are starting to let them hear it a bit. Now it's 3rd down, call it 3. Ball at the 48 of Ravenswood. Under center's Allum. Single setback is Hicks. Handoff right side. Hicks has the carry, 1st down and more as he's hit from behind and gets down to the Ravenswood 40-yard line for a Ripley Viking 1st down. Kyle Griffith gets off the bottom of that pile, as does Jake Snyder with the tackle.
They're handed a 1st down there. That should have been 4th and 3.
That blows my mind, but we can't do anything about it now, I guess.
1st
down and 10 Vikings. Ball at the 40-yard line of Ravenswood on their opening possession of the second half. Clock rolls inside of 10 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Ravenswood on top, 28-0 here. Nick Barnett settles single receiver far side of the field on the right. Straight I formation, Allum under center. Sends a man in motion, Heinzman left. Handoff Hicks off the left side, gets a hole. Cuts across one man, and he hit by Lance Castro after picking up 5 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Viking offense.
Mark Davis.
Braden's going to have to hold tough here. Fresh set of downs handed to the Vikings.
Give Mark Davis an assist on that tackle, giving him his 5th tackle of the night. Dylan Gandy checks in for Billy Nicely as an extra defensive lineman. 9:44 on a rolling second half clock here in the 3rd quarter. Vikings trailing 28-0 to our Red Devils. Going to go offset backfield formation, strength to the left. Now Nick Barnett settles right, as does Brandon Heinzman on the H-back position. 2nd down, call it 6. Heinzman settles left now in the motion play. Quick pass, thrown over the middle. Pass caught Nick Barnett. He has a Ripley Viking 1st down before being hauled down by Kurt Schindler. On the first completion of the night for the Ripley Vikings, it's 1st down and 10 inside the 28-yard line of Ravenswood.
Mark Davis, 1st down,
Vikings. Not a good drive by the Ravenswood defense, but they shouldn't be out on the field right now, Heath.
Clock stops to move the chains, 9:15 and counting 3rd quarter. Ripley moving the football effectively down to the Ravenswood 28 after being handed an extra play near midfield. Allum goes under center. Hicks dots the I. Strength shifted to the left as the Ripley's on the far right hash mark. Snap is back. Allum keeps it up the middle. He's hit hard as he'll dive down to the 25-yard line. He'll pick up 3 yards on what looked to be a busted play for Ripley's offense.
Looked almost like a jumped a little bit early, but was a little bit of a busted play, I'd say.
Quick shout out here to Debbie Shin, Ravenswood class of 1969, says bring the hatchet home, Red Devils. 8:40 and counting to go here, third quarter. Ravenswood 28, Ripley nothing. Vikings have the ball down at the Red Devil 25-yard line. Second down, call it 7 after the Allum quarterback keeper. Banana bunch right side, single setback is Hicks. He'll take the handoff off the right. He'll get across the line of scrimmage, not much more. Ball
number 33.
nearly came loose on that far side of the field. I think Kyle Griffith got in there initially to make that stop, giving him his 5th tackle of the night.
Kyle Griffith.
They're going to give him about a 4-yard gain there.
He's going to set up third down and about 5, give him 2 on the carry.
I can't see right there.
Spot the ball down at the 23.5-yard line here for the Vikings. Going to go wishbone set here as Allum goes under center. Devils show blitz up the middle. Clock inside of 8 minutes to go here, third quarter. Turn, play action pass. Allum wants to throw. He's hit. He's going to be sacked, and that's Chad Small again, who gets in there for his first sack of the night. 7th tackle, Chad Small. Says you're not going to get away from me, Mr. Allum.
And Ripley's going to have to probably like to go for it here, even though it's going to be 4th and 11.
4th down 11.
Good pressure brought there. Ravenswood didn't buy it as the secondary was all over that play action pass from the Ripley Vikings.
Maybe they are going to kick a field goal. Hey, that's a 47-yarder.
Ripley just trying to get on the board here. They want to avoid being shut out here at Ravenswood. 7:14 on a winding third quarter clock. Vikings do have the field goal team on. How long did you say this was?
They're calling a timeout. It's a 46.5, 47-yard field goal.
Yep, and the Vikings do want a timeout. 7:06 to go here, third quarter. Ravenswood 28, Ripley nothing. Here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, WMOV.
They're going for it now.
Welcome back to Flynn Field here in Ravenswood. 4th down, call at 11. Vikings going to go for it here with 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Snap is back. Hicks looks to throw. He's the quarterback. Going to heave one to the end zone, and the pass is going to be caught by Nick Barnett, wide open on the play. How do you let him get that wide open and a first down and goal for the Ripley Vikings?
I don't know what in the world there. Defense has got to be covering, especially when you have the running back throwing the football.
Well, quick shout out here to Mark King of Parkersburg, West Virginia. He's a Ravenswood graduate of class of 77. Says he hopes the Red Devils win it all this year. I couldn't agree with you more. Vikings now have the ball, first down and goal at the Ravenswood 3-yard line inside of 7 minutes to go here, third quarter. Vikings knocking on the door for the first time tonight. They send twin receivers left, single receiver right. Hicks in the shotgun with a sidecar to his left. The new quarterback for the Vikings. Man moves on the right side of the line. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it, but it's going to be a false start called against Ripley. With 6:57 to go here, third quarter. Vikings moving back here to the 8-yard line, but once again on that 4th down play, Ravenswood secondary just really collapsed there, and Barnett, their only pass target at all, was left wide open over the middle of the field.
I don't care who it is you're throwing the ball to. You can't leave them wide open. And we got to get somebody guarding over here. They're wide open. They're wide open.
David Hicks has a sidecar. Taryn Matheny off to his left, the new quarterback for the Vikings. Takes the shotgun snap, going to keep it off the left side. Has a hole, and he's going to be hit hard. Chad Burrows, first man to it.
Snap to number 33, David Hicks.
So it's going to be third down and goal, or it's going to be second down and goal though for the Vikings.
When Chad Small put a licking on David Hicks on that long deep pass, that right there, you get good pressure on the quarterback. You've got to have somebody guarding downfield.
6:32 and counting here in our third quarter. Ravenswood 28, Ripley nothing, as the Vikings come in with the play from the sidelines. Vikings check out a man.
Got to hold them to a field goal attempt at least, if they like to do that.
So the Vikings going to send Nick Barnett wide out right. Allum checks back in as the quarterback in the wishbone. Second down and goal from the 8-yard line. Vikings take the snap. Allum hands it off right side. It's going to be Isaac Freshour, and he didn't get much. Now Chad Small comes in to bury him, as does Brad Titus.
Maybe 1 yard.
Chad Small.
Maybe 1 yard.
So Chad picks up his 8th tackle of the night.
Brings up third.
Brad Titus, his assist gets him his third tackle of the night, and the clock inside of 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Third down and goal for the Vikings from the 7-yard line.
Ripley trying to draw something up over there. I saw Jimmy Frazier and his coaches trying to figure out
maybe
something.
A little reverse here. You got to be careful. Stay at home.
Well, either that or look for the pass to Barnett again. He's really tall. We saw him in basketball.
See if he can get a mismatch here on the field. Is Barnett even out there? I don't see Nick Barnett on the field. Yeah, he's in the slot down here in the right side. Single setback, man in motion, Brandon Heinzman, snap back. Holland wants to throw. Fade pattern, back of the end zone, nobody home, incomplete, and it's fourth down and goal for the Vikings.
See if they send out the field goal kicker, Jamin Jones.
I think if you're playing to win, you got to go for it here, but they're going to kick the field goal.
Well, especially when you're down 28-0. I mean, and this isn't a gimme here. We can get a block here and keep a shutout going.
Anthony Crow checks out for the Red Devils. Field goal unit is on. 5:23 on a stop, third quarter clock. Ripley trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. We have an official's timeout as they're going to talk things over. Now we're ready to go. Play clock begins winding.
What do we got?
28-0. Ripley on the
24-yard field goal.
24-yard attempt here by Jamin Jones, the junior kicker. Snap is back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Ripley on the board for the first time tonight. 5:19 to go of our third quarter. Ravenswood 28, Ripley 3 here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, WMOV. Welcome back to Flint Field here in Ravenswood. 5:12 remains of our third quarter of action. 28-3 now is the Red Devil lead as the Vikings take a field goal after being down in the red zone for quite some time, set up by very unusual call there by the officials, given an extra down for no apparent reason, no explanation, and that's why Coach Dick Sturm was so hot down here on the sideline. But nonetheless, the Vikings are on the board, so no shutout tonight, but let's see what the Red Devils do on their first possession on offense in the second half.
We'll put an asterisk by those 3 points.
Kickoff by Jones is away, going to take a Viking roll down inside the end zone for the touchback, as this will be Ravenswood football at the 20-yard line for their first possession of the night, moving left to right of your radio dial with 5:12 to go of this third quarter.
Let's get our horses back out there and let them run.
No doubt.
I would honestly maybe look to dial up a bit of a trick play, a double reverse, maybe a double reverse pass. Try to light Ripley up right here.
Try to catch somebody sleeping.
We haven't thrown deep, but kind of punish him for that last series.
Yeah, and you have a guy like Luke Corley and Lance Casto both on the same side. Those guys are speed demons. Let's see what Ravenswood wants to do here. Shotgun set, twin receivers right, single receiver to the left, Bobby Reimer. In the gun, Jeremy Lawrence to the right side, a quarterback Starcher. In the gun, snap back. This time, quarterback Cole Starcher going to keep it. Flag down at the line of scrimmage. Starcher hit and hauled down to the 25-yard line. 5-yard pickup for the Red Devils. And let's see what the flag is on the play. Going to be against Ravenswood, it appears. Going to say Luke Corley did not line up. I was going to say a legal formation, it appears, against Ravenswood here.
They'll make a procedure call against the Red Devils.
So penalty will mark off 5 yards against the Red Devils. We'll replay first down as it's 1st and 15 now. Back at the 15-yard line of Ravenswood, so going backwards now to begin the drive. The Devils going to have to try something different here. This time they'll go shotgun, twin receivers to the left, single wide out right.
First down.
Play clock begins winding here with 5:07 to go third quarter. Devils on top, 28-3 over the Ripley Vikings here on Hatchet game night. Now Starcher calls a bit of an audible, sends Lawrence to his right now. Snap is back, looks to pass, pump fakes. Starcher looks deep. He's got Reimer streaking down the far sideline, and Bobby Reimer cannot haul it in. Just hit him right in the hands, and he couldn't pull it in.
Oh my! He's hurt. That looks like he. They went down a little hard.
He's all right.
Second down.
Yeah, he's up. He's running back now. I think he might have twisted his ankle a little bit. It looked like he's running a tiny bit gingerly, but he's all right.
So Reimer will check out. Kurt Schindler in. Now 2nd down and 15 after pretty good pass play there by the Devils. And Bobby may have hyperextended his leg there as he goes down here on the near sideline. Could be a bit of a cramp, actually. Ready to go on 2nd and 15. Starcher going to hand it off. Jeremy Lawrence on a draw play. And he's hit hard and stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing. Maybe a yard on the play, nothing more. It's going to set up 3rd down and long for Ravenswood.
Lawrence.
You got to try to spread it to the outsides a little bit.
On
2nd down even. I like the play call on 1st down. Unfortunately, it was dropped. Reimer seems to have hurt his leg a little bit. Can't blame him for dropping that one.
Clock rolls inside of 4:35, third quarter. Ravenswood 28, Ripley 3. 3rd down, call it 14. Starcher in the gun. Pump fakes, looks to fire one down the near sideline this time, and Luke Corley hauls it in at midfield. cut back and dropped at the 49. And how about Mr. Running Back playing receiver, and it's a first down for the Red Devils.
Oh my goodness, what do you say, 36 yards right there, Heath?
Yep.
On the pitch and catch. All the way down here to Ripley, 49.
Well, I'll tell you what, that didn't look like it was the greatest pass in the world, but he put it where nobody else could get it, and Luke Corley just waited on it. Good job to have the hands of a receiver there for the running back.
Let's see who that was there guarding that play. Must have been a bat. There it was. Isaac Freshour just couldn't keep up with Mr. Corley.
Devils ready to go here. 1st and 10 over midfield now. Starcher in the gun, takes a snap, handoff goes Lawrence straight at the middle. He's hit after a couple yards. Had a hole, but it closed quickly. Nice tackle on the play.
Went for the legs
by Taryn Matheny, the junior linebacker, who just grabbed, like you said, right around the ankle of Jeremy Lawrence, only about a yard on the carry.
Yep, not much. Half or maybe a full yard.
Clock rolls inside of 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. You just joined us. Ravenswood had a 28-0 lead at half. It's 28-3 now in favor of Ravenswood. Devils in the shotgun, 2nd down, 9. Here's the handoff, goes to Jeremy Lawrence, looks for a block, gets it off the left side, cuts it up over the 45, hit hard, keeps his feet, and he's got a first down inside at the 40-yard line of Ripley.
A little spin move.
Down to about the 37-yard line. It's 1st down and 10 Ravenswood.
What do you got there, 11-yard gain?
Move the chains now, as you said, about 11 yards.
Right about 10 yards, actually, right past the first down marker.
So spot the ball just over the 39-yard line of Ripley. 3:37 on a momentarily stopped 3rd quarter clock.
I like that play call. You get Anthony Crow on the pull block. I love that play. It always ends up good for Ravenswood.
Shotgun formation. Devils ready to go again. Twin receivers right, single receiver left. Play fake. Now Starcher's got a little bit of a lane off the left side. Cuts it over the 40. Back inside, and he's hauled down just shy of the 30-yard line. So pick up of about 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be
Cole Starcher.
Mark back there about on 8 yards on the carry. He rolled on the Ripley defender forward for an extra, but Mark seemed his knee might have hit.
A word from our sideline says that the referee on that backwards pass said it was a backwards pass, but he blew the whistle early and had to replay the down, and Coach Sturm, of course, reacted as he did.
That's a mistake, and that might have been why Ripley dropped the pass, so you can't fault Ripley, fault the officials.
Clock approaching 3 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd down, call it 3. Handoff, Jeremy Lawrence. He's close to the sticks, but he's hit hard as he crosses the 30, right down about the first down marker, so he's going to be real close, may have a measurement here. And now the referee says 1st down Ravenswood.
Yeah, it's hard to check by our angle. Yeah, that's a good spot for Ravenswood.
All right, we have another shout out here from Red Devil Nation to Mike Cox of Martins Ferry, Ohio. He says he's looking forward to seeing the Red Devils on Wheeling Island in December. He said, get that hatchet.
Hey, I love the way you think, brother. Thanks for listening.
1st and 10 Ravenswood. Ball at the Ripley 28-yard line. 2:50 and counting here, 3rd quarter. 28-3 in favor of the red and black. Shotgun set, 3 receivers go right, single receivers left on the far sideline. Shotgun snap is back. Starcher going to keep it up the middle. He's hit, and he's hit hard by a pair of Vikings. And now whistles late a little bit there, and Ripley getting a little in the face of Cole Starcher. But I think Cole would just say simply look up at the scoreboard, buddy.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time tonight. You got to really watch that. They're going out there to, wrap us up and try to hit us until that whistle, which was blown, they're going to play. But if it's after the whistle, you got to throw your flag.
2:13 on a winding 3rd quarter clock. 2nd down, call at 11 after the loss of yards.
We're mismatched over here on the right. We got 2-on-1.
Starcher in the gun. He kind of eyeballs that right side. He wants to throw the football. He looks. He's going to throw it there, and he's got a man. Luke Corley makes the catch down to the 19, and he's going to be called down right there. He's got what appears to be a Red Devil 1st down. Yes, sir.
All right.
Move the chains, and how about Luke Corley not getting handed the ball? He's getting thrown the football, and he's just as effective right now.
Right about 12 yards on that pitch and catch.
We might see a new weapon developing here tonight.
Hey, he thought he was playing in the NFL there. He slid his knee on the ground and got up and running. The referees don't see it, though. You might as well keep going. I like the way he thinks.
Move the chains with 1:57 to go here in our 3rd quarter. Ravenswood 28, Ripley 3. Devils knocking on the door again at the 17-yard line of the Vikings.
Look for mismatches again.
Twin receivers left, single receiver right. Starcher takes a snap, going to keep it off the right side, looks for blockers. He crosses the 16, hit, keeps his head down, and he's going to lunge for the 15, going to pick up a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Once again, a little extracurricular down there as Ripley defender lowered his head, yeah.
My gosh, I'm just going to quit even mentioning it. It's making me mad.
Give Cole about 1.5 yards on that one, move him down inside the 16-yard line. But
of a busted play. He had to try to do whatever with it. Didn't take a sack. That's good.
See if Ravenswood could pick up a 1st down here and get it inside that 10-yard line and bring that big package back out there. Give Cole a bit of a break. He's been knocked around a little bit in this drive.
possibly look for one of those blocks.
Or just score real quick right here, either way. They're going to send 3 receivers left, single receiver short side right. Snap is back. Starcher looks to throw. Going to heave one off the sideline. Pass is incomplete, nearly picked off by the Vikings off the fingertips of Lance Casto, and then out of the hands of Nick Barnett, the defender.
Yeah,
actually, that's Corey Goff over there on the far side.
He had his head turned, or that would have been a pick 6 possibly for Ripley. This game could have swung big time.
This is a big play here. Ravenswood with the football just outside of that 15-yard line. 3rd down call at 9. And maybe 4 down territory, but it all depends on what this play call is for Ravenswood.
Yeah.
Do they want to keep the ball on the ground, or they want to put it back in the air? Let's see what happens. Tough decision here for the coaching staff. Devils going to go shotgun. Twin receivers right, single receiver left, H-back right. Starcher pump fakes. He looks, screen pass off to the left. Pass is caught. Jeremy Lawrence has a bit of a hole. Cuts it up inside. He's outside of the 10. He's tripped up, and he's got the Red Devil first down inside the 5-yard line.
Very nice play call by Ravenswood. I thought he might have been doing a little trick play there. The backwards pass, and then maybe throw it with Jeremy Lawrence, but threw it over there, gained about 10 or 11 on the play.
Yep.
Very nice.
And here comes that big package, as we talked about. Dustin Dorito, the junior quarterback, has checked in. Inside of 1 minute to go here, 3rd quarter, Devils have entered the red zone.
What I like about this, which we saw earlier tonight, line it up, let Chad run it. Then you got 2nd, 3rd, and even 4th down if you want to take the option of using Dorito. You could use it on 1st if you wanted to.
Devils have 1 lone receiver outside right is Kurt Schindler. Here's the handoff, right side, Chad Small. He's got an open lane. He lunges to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown Ravenswood with 28 seconds to go of this 3rd quarter. It's Ravenswood 34, Ripley 3.
Oh, baby. Busy night.
So Chad Small with his 2nd touchdown run of the night from 4 yards out this time. Put it down in the books with 28 seconds to go of this 3rd quarter.
A 3-yard run for a touchdown.
All right.
Critchfield's attempt to point after.
Maybe we have a few touchdowns left then, let's see.
John Scritchfield on for the extra point. Devils have got their first points of the 2nd half. Snap is back, and the kick is up. And Scritchfield's extra point is good. Ravenswood 35, Ripley 3 with 28 seconds to go of this 3rd period, and a good drive by the Red Devils. A lengthy drive, but nonetheless, you put the 7 on the board.
Absolutely. Bobby Reimer looks like he's walking all right now over here. He, as you said, looked like he maybe hyperextended his leg a little bit on that long pass. On 3rd down, we connected with Luke Corley on the same one on the opposite field. So no harm, no foul on that drop. Ravenswood just put a nice little drive together after they were faced with 3rd and 14 down here in our own zone down here, almost in Ripley's red zone, you could say. But very good job by Ravenswood just getting it turned around.
All right, so the Red Devils have outscored the Vikings 7-3 in this 3rd quarter in what was already a 28-0 lead. As you said, the Devils looking good on offense. After that little bit of a misunderstanding and whatever it might have been down there.
That's not a good enough excuse for me, really.
No,
like I said, it's not. Can't fault Ripley 1% on that.
Once again, back to
officials got to stay awake. I don't know what he was blowing his whistle for in the first place.
Critchfield kicking off.
All right, Red Devils have taken a 35-3 lead. 28 seconds remains of this 3rd quarter. Looks to have this one pretty much in hand. You got to keep playing, though, if you're this Red Devil defense, and see if you can maybe break that scoring record that's up there.
Keep your starters out there.
John Scritchfield has the football teed up. The senior kicker approaches this one. Puts a leg end over end. Going to be fielded on the far side by Mr. Isaac Freshour. Up the far sideline, has a crease, and he's all the way down to the 44-yard line of Ripley.
On return,
That'll be Jeremy Burgess, or no, Brian Titus got in there, right?
He rolled outside on him there, pushed him out of bounds. So 22.7 seconds left, and Ripley has the ball on their own, 44-yard line right about?
Yep, right there.
It's been good field position for both teams. Most of the game tonight, we've seen some spells where we've been inside our own 10. Ripley has, and we've been down there a couple times as well. So
Devils going to bring in an extra defensive lineman this time as James
Vikings
Vaness.
on their own
Chad
44-yard
Burrows will get a
line.
breather here after the special teams play. Vikings going to shift strength off to the left. This is a single setback with Allum and David Hicks in the backfield. Snap is back. Toss sweep off the left side, and Hicks has a hole. It's going to close quickly. Jeremy Burgess and James Vaness combined for a nice hit on that play. Looked to be a big open lane, and all of a sudden the Devils defense was there.
Back on made by 74, Dylan Gandy, and 44, Jeremy Burgess.
Ripley really I don't know. They had a lot of room to run there. I didn't look for the holds, but there's got to be somebody clamping. You wouldn't have that big of an area.
That whistle takes us to the end of the third quarter. Ravenswood after 3 in the books. It's 35-3 in favor of the Red Devils. Let's bring that hatchet home. 1 quarter to go as the Red Devils listening to the sports voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley on AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV. Welcome back to our fourth quarter of action. Ripley with the football, 2nd down and 7. Allum wants to throw the football. Pump fakes. Going to roll the pocket right. He's in trouble. He's going to be hit, and Chad Small's got him in his grasp after about a yard and a half on the carry. Chad Small got to him and says, "You're not going very far, son."
Facing 3rd and 4 now, a long 4.
Corey Day and Dylan Gandy check in for the Red Devils as we are in our final quarter of play. 11:35 and counting left on this fourth quarter clock. Ravenswood 35, Ripley 3. Chad Small has been all over the field on defense. 9 tackles, 4 in the backfield. He has a sack also to his credit. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, back at the Ripley 49-yard line. Barnett splits wide out right on the near sideline. Allum under center in the eye. Takes the snap. Handoff Hicks. That's going to be actually Isaac Freshour who takes the carry.
Number 28.
And it's going to be close.
Isaac Freshour.
He got down to about the 46.5-yard line.
Jeremy Burgess.
Needed the 45 on that. Needed just inside the 46, and according to that spot, he looks to be
First down,
about.
Vikings.
Well, they're going to give him the first down, it looks like, without even a measurement. So first down to Ripley after the 4-yard pickup by Isaac Freshour, the junior tailback. The Vikings had the football 1st and 10 at the Ravenswood 46-yard line. 11 minutes and counting here of our fourth quarter here from Flynnfield. The Devils looking to capture the hatchet for the first time in 3 meetings. Ripley goes offset I formation with a single receiver out right. Now they'll settle the H-back right side as well. He'll settle in motion off to the left. Here's the snap. Play fake. Allum, he's going to be hit hard. Pass is going to be caught. And then quickly, ball comes out. Mark Davis picks it up, and the referee says incomplete. Davis was going to score, but he thought he had a fumble return for a touchdown on senior night.
All of pass intended to number 39. Brandon Heinzen falls incomplete.
They've just a lot of them have gone Ripley's favors watch, just kind of getting over.
So incomplete pass moves it back to the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. Jordan Allum, the sophomore quarterback, comes in from the sideline to check in the play.
Who was that to put the hit on him? Was that Lance Casto?
Yeah, Lance Casto got him on the corner. Good hit, though, on the play by Corey Day as well to get to the quarterback Allum. Single wide out right, I formation. H-back. He's going to stay right. Here's the handoff right side, and a big hole there. But not much doing as Isaac Freshour picks up about 6-7 yards, but he had a hole there that I thought he was going to go. Quickly closed on the play.
Ripley's about to go for it here. Facing, 4th and 4. Move it forward a little more.
Give Jeremy Lawrence credit for that tackle, his 5th of the night. Brad Titus checks in here for the Red Devils, as does Luke Corley, Corey Day, and Dylan Gandy check out as the linemen. Clock approaching the 10-minute mark here of our 4th and final quarter. Devils on top if you just joined us, 35-3. Vikings letting the play clock roll down inside of 10 seconds now. Whistles. We have an official's timeout here.
For what?
Let's see what this is all about.
Who knows?
Still sorting things out. I'm kind of confused as to what's happening here.
They don't give him another down?
We have 3rd down still here on the sidelines. And then, as you just maybe heard under our radio, this is supposed to be 4th down.
Now wait a second. No, not again. They're giving him another down.
Stick eye, what?
Wait a second.
Stick eye formation for the Vikings. Here's the turn, handoff, first man through, and he's close to that 1st down as he has it. Or at least right at the sticks if he didn't get it. Ball carrier was
these Ravenswood fans are going to go crazy if he didn't pick us up. They're going to mark it real quick. And wait a minute.
1st down Vikings. Luke Corley standing there at the thing saying, let's measure this. That ball should have been a yard back. And Ravenswood now getting a little upset with the way this officiating crew's handled the last few minutes of this ball game.
And
we're not the only ones complaining here. The guys on the sideline, the guys in the field, it's obvious to see they're getting 2-3 plays.
And then they're giving first downs.
Stick eye formation for the Vikings. Ball spotted down to the 37 of Ravenswood. Toss sweep left side, and the ball's on the ground. Jake Snyder pounces on top of it. Did he get it? Let's see. I think Ripley got on top of it as the senior for Ravenswood nearly had a fumble recovery, but loss of yards on the play.
Got a bounce on that
For
one.
Isaac Freshour on the toss sweep.
Now what? They'll give him another down?
Mark the ball back at the 46-yard line of, or 44-yard line of Ravenswood. Officials talking it over. I'm kind of confused as to what's happening in this fourth quarter. Somebody's definitely. Now we're going to get an explanation here. I'd be interested to see this one. Legal substitution, Ravenswood. Or legal touching, is that what the call is?
I didn't even see a flag, Heath. Was there a flag?
There wasn't a flag out there. No.
What are these guys doing?
Now we get people run on the field.
A 5-yard penalty.
Not real sure what that is all about. Anyway,
they weren't streaking at least.
Back to action. 5-yard penalty against the Devils despite no laundry on the field.
Illegal participation.
For illegal touching. I think everybody's in the house is kind of confused here. I'm not exactly sure. Somebody please refresh my memory on the rules of this football game, but I believe that, and now the officials, it's almost a joke here because they're telling Ravenswood's coaches to get back on the sideline without an explanation.
That's supposed to be a 5-yard penalty. That's they give him 15 yards on the play.
Boy, this is a 3-ring circus. All we need is the
outrageous.
peanuts. We just need the peanuts now, folks. This has really disrupted what has been a fun night here at Flynn Field for us Red Devil fans.
What in the world is this?
And now the Ravenswood fans getting a little hostile.
I mean, I know we're up 35-3, but what in the world?
No, we want to beat
What is this?
Wishbone formation, snap back, handoff right side. This time, not going anywhere as Chad Small comes in to make another tackle.
Carrying the ball, Isaac Freshour
I think between Ravens and Ripley, the players are confused.
I'd say everybody in the house should be confused.
Let's get together here after this play and let's give them another down.
Well,
boy, I'll tell you what, this is confusing to me.
I've never in my whole born days.
I mean, we saw.
One time was terrible.
We talked about the senior class had seen it all, Coach Sturm and I think this might top it. Wishbone formation for the Vikings. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 17-yard line. Play fake. I'm going to heave one back of the end zone. It's tipped and caught by the Vikings for a touchdown. Corey Goff hauls it in as Jeremy Lawrence had the interception and he tipped it into the hands of the waiting arms of the Viking receiver. But turmoil here at Flynn Field, I'll tell you that.
2 drives in a row, they're handed points because of poor officiating.
Yeah, we've seen our fair share of poor officiating, but this may take the cake. Thank goodness this isn't a close football game.
Trying to make it one.
Extra point team out there for the Vikings. 35-9 is the score in favor of the Red Devils. Jamin Jones, the left-footed kicker, out there on the field, the junior. Ready for this PAT attempt. Still waiting here. 8:34 remains of this fourth quarter. Snap is back, kick is up, and that kick is good through the uprights. 8:34 to go. Ravenswood 35, Ripley 10 here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, WMOV.
The game, Ravenswood 35, Ripley 10.
He's out there in the huddle.
Welcome back to Flynn Field here in Ravenswood. 8:34 to go. This fourth and final quarter as the Vikings score another touchdown here.
Yeah.
With just over 8.5 minutes, as we said, to go. Vikings will have the football teed up as Jamin Jones has it on the near side hash mark. Still trying to digest this entire fourth quarter.
Well,
Jones kicking off.
like you said, thank goodness we're up this
Lawrence
much
in
because
custody.
Well, there's still plenty of time to put on another.
and
put on
at least
big
we have a little
performance.
bit of comfort. The thing is, they haven't been screwing us over on offense. It's been all when we're on defense. It's been a complete circus, as you said.
Here's Jones' kickoff, going to be end over end. We got whistles and flags. A little bit of an early start for the Vikings, and they did catch that one. So this will be a 5-yard penalty against Ripley.
It just makes my stomach hurt, honestly.
A dead ball, offside.
So
call
moving
against
back
the
5
Vikings on
yards. They'll
kickoff.
start from 35 this time after the
The
early movement by the
penalty,
special
kick from the
teams unit of
35.
Ripley.
And it's not like it's been holds that they've been calling for one team and not the other. It's not like
It's been a confusion.
It's been complete. Oh, what in the world? How you call for them, not us? It's what in the world are
Yeah.
you doing?
It's not. Let's just be honest. It's not Ripley working the officials. It's these guys
No,
not
it's
knowing what they're doing.
Ripley is as confused as we are.
Here's the approach on the kick. Ball is booted end over end, going to be fielded by Jeremy Lawrence. He's over the 15, cuts it up the middle of the field, 20, outside, 25, 30, 35, 40, he's outside, 45, 50, cuts it over the 45, over the middle of the field, inside the 35-yard line of Ripley.
Hey, even good things happen to teams that play fair. Let's keep marching them down and get some more points. Get out of here with a win on the #1 seed in Double-A.
8:23 remains of this fourth and final quarter. Ravenswood with the football inside Ripley territory at the 36-yard line now,
return for Lawrence.
Jeremy Lawrence with a big run on special teams. He just shot up that right side
Down on the Vikings,
for a big
36.
gap. 35-10 in favor of the Red Devils on Hatchet game 2010. Starcher in the gun has Lawrence to his left, single receiver right. Starcher takes the snap, play fake, handoff goes up the middle. It's Starcher keeping it. He's got the first down and more over the 25-yard line. And he'll be hauled down to the 24 of the Vikings. 12 yards on the run by the quarterback of the Red Devils.
And
He got bent a little bit backwards, and then forwards got wrenched around. But
first down, Red Devils.
first down, nice run.
8:15 on a stop fourth quarter clock as it'll restart on the signal for play. 35-10, Devils on top of the Vikings. They're not done scoring just yet. Starcher in the gun with Lawrence to his left. Snap is back. This time Jeremy Lawrence gets the carry. He's off the right side. He's hit. He'll be dropped in the backfield for a loss.
Brought down by
Good pursuit
Hicks.
there by the Viking defender David Hicks, the junior linebacker, who got there to make the stop, pushed him into his own lineman on the play.
I think now's a good time. Not showing anything to anybody. I don't think there's any scouts from other teams here. Even if you are, too bad. Show them all you got, as we were talking before the game.
Unload the guns.
Throw a little trick play in there right now. Bomb it deep and see if we can get 6 points.
Second down call at 11 after a loss of 1 on the run by Lawrence. Ball to 25, snap is back. Starcher wants to throw. Quick timing pattern over the middle of the field, incomplete, intended for Lance Casto a little bit. Led him too far inside.
Yeah, he was wide open, just couldn't connect fully on it.
So 7:34 on the stop fourth quarter clock. Ravenswood with the football at the 25-yard line of Ripley.
You're in 4-down territory for sure now. If you do turn it over on downs, which I don't think we will, you're giving Ripley worse field position than they've had almost all night long.
So here we go, third down 11. Spot the ball just shy of the 25 of the Ripley Vikings. Devils with twin receivers left, single receiver right. Starcher in the gun with Lawrence to his right. Snap is back. Starcher wants to throw. He rolls the pocket left. Now he gets away from one defender. Looks down the right sideline. Cole Starcher got some running room. He's got a blocker over the 20. Back over the 15, 10, 5 outside. And he's run out of bounds inside the 5. We got flags down though at the 20-yard line. And how we're going to get a holding call, yeah. Luke Corley is very upset. And so is Will Burgess down here on the sideline.
Now the holding started. Hey, those hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, you jinxed us. Well, if you don't know who these officials are, you will by the end of the game. You'll know them very well because they have decided to take center stage.
Oh, yeah. They're here to be seen.
So, Coach Sturm got here and shakes his head and has a little bit of a smile on his face. Said that was a little bit
holding against Red
the official
Devils.
just
10
don't want to
yards
hear.
for spot.
There's home
Three,
bin
third
number 1
down.
broken underneath the table here.
Ball at the 29-yard line after the penalty. Be third down and about 14 for the Devils. This is amazing.
Can we at least get an extra down one of these times?
3 receivers left, single receiver on the far side right. That's Luke Corley. Starcher in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. has time to throw. Going to fire one down to the end zone, and the pass is caught by Corley, and he's in for the touchdown. He said, "You call a holding on me to give me that touchdown, baby." We'll take it for six. And Corley goes to the student section to celebrate. Yes, sir.
Oh, wait, there's a flag back here.
Oh, no way.
Oh, my.
No way. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, please tell me that's excessive celebration. Illegal substitution against the Devils.
Terrible.
Welcome to Kanawha County officiating, folks.
Yeah, so we asked if a certain official was here from Ripley, and we were told no, they're Kanawha County officials. I said, well, we've gotten worse. We've hit an all-time low.
Well, we have seen an absolute.
Done it lately
and
against.
Coach Sturm is livid. He is as hot as we've ever
Looks
seen
like
him.
Lou Piniella out there.
This is just absolutely atrocious, folks. This is not. I mean, if you have a chance to watch this game on Cass Cable tomorrow, this weekend,
you're going to see exactly what we're talking about. You're going to see we're not being biased. Please watch this game for more than one reason.
Yeah, this is just absolute trash.
Atrocious.
Garbage officiating. These guys are.
Substitution infraction called against Red Devils.
You know, we're not complaining because we're losing. We're complaining because they're taking away everything.
After play.
So 3rd down and a mile.
3rd and long.
After the Corley touchdown, which would have been a 29-yard pitch and catch. Yeah, it's safe to say that these guys here won't be doing a playoff game anytime here at Flintfield.
Well, who knows? We'll try to make sure that doesn't happen.
3rd down, call it 20. Devils with the football in the shotgun. Starcher takes the snap, play fake, pressure comes, gets away from one would-be tackler, rolling, big hit, Starcher being pursued, horse collar, penalty, no flag being thrown. No flag being thrown, oh my goodness. The official right there in front of him being horse collared on the play. You gotta be absolutely kidding me. 7:06 to go, 4th down, Red Devils.
Bring the 4th down.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this has gotten way out of hand, and I think folks will start leaving after this. Both sides, I mean, if you're a Ripley fan, you can't be enjoying this either. This is just silly. Timeout, Ravenswood on the field, 7:05 remaining. 35-10 is your score. Devils on top here. The Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, WMOV.
No. Hey, Steve. Tell Dustin to throw it no matter what, it's 4th down. No, hey, Steve. No, Steve.
Welcome back to Flynn Field here, 4th quarter action of your Hatchet game, 2010. Ravenswood 35, Ripley 10. Back outside of what is probably a good timeout for Ravenswood. They were getting pretty hot under the collar because, well, simply put, this officiating crew has been pretty terrible all night long.
Some Ravenswood fans getting irate down there. We can hear them.
Here's Dustin DeRito in the quarterback set. He looks to heave one to the end zone, fires one down the near sideline, and he had a man, Kyle Griffith, who's hit late. No flag on the play again. My goodness sakes. Bobby Reimer now steps in and gets in the face of the Ripley defender. And that was Quasim Fields, and Bobby Reimer still jawing with him a little bit here. Now he'll get a man to step in between him. But Ravenswood's Red Devil Nation getting a little bit hot right now because well, they're not calling anything on Ravenswood against against Ripley, but they're everything on Ravenswood.
I don't know. I don't know. 35-10 game now. 69 left in the 4th.
I'd take a knee. Can you call a penalty on a victory formation?
Yes, you could. And they would.
All right, Vikings with the football. 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. I'd like to see a big hit here by Bobby Reimer. Stick eye formation. Vikings have Hicks dotting that eye, all of them under center. Takes the snap. Handoff, first man through, not going anywhere. Is that This play snuffed out. Still on his feet. Finally, the referees blow the whistle. They were quick to blow the whistle and throw the flags, but they don't want to mark somebody down. I'll give Brad Titus credit on that stop as Chad Small also got in there.
Number 60.
11 tackles for Chad Small tonight.
I want to see Ravenswood's defense really drive them into the ground here and finish off strong.
You know, this is
The last 2 tries by Ripley that have been set up big time by the officials, and I'm not joking one bit.
Because the
if you
thing
just
is, the
tuned in, you have
hostility
missed a
isn't
circus.
The hostility isn't between the two teams. It's between the officials and Ravenswood.
Yeah.
Wishbone formation. Here's second down. Call it 8. Pressure comes. Anthony Crotus levels. Jordan Allum. Pass is caught on the play on that far sideline. Good shot, though, by Anthony Crow. I like that.
Yeah, that was a little bit late, but no flag, thank goodness.
Yeah, if they're not going to call it, might as well just give a good lick in there. Going to be third down and about 1
Bring it third down.
from the 44-yard line of Ripley.
Stack the box here.
Clock inside of 6 minutes to go here. I just want to get out of this game with a win. Let's go to 10-0 and worry about the playoffs.
Go to
This has not been a fun fourth quarter after what has been a good 3 quarters of play. Vikings going to go wishbone set. Allum under center. Devils stack the box. Third down and 1. Here's a snap. Handoff left side. Has the first down as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Bobby Reimer gets in there to make the tackle as he comes in from his cornerback position to get his second hit of the night.
See Ravens would try to go for the strip on one of these, especially after they pick up that first down. Go for the football if you have to.
Just over 5.5 minutes on a momentarily stopped fourth quarter clock. Devils 35, Ripley 10. As Ravenswood trying to finish off these last few minutes. Trying to get win number 10, get Coach Sturm win number 100. Just a couple minutes away from that. Clock rolls inside of 5:15 now. Allum in the I formation under center. Man in motion settles left. Single receiver Barnett right. Allum wants to throw a quick pass. Slant caught over the middle. Bobby Reimer has it in the grasp. Good tackle there as Anthony Crow went for the strip. Ball came out. The whistle was already blown as Bobby Reimer made the hit. Good tackle there by the senior. A couple yards on the play, giving 4 on the catch and throw, but not much after the catch there on the play. Good job by the defense. 4:50 counting here, fourth quarter. Devils just trying to let this clock run. They're content to let it run and get out of here with the win. Score doesn't matter. Wins is all that does. Vikings going to go in the I formation. Allum going to go under center. It's an offset backfield. Now a man going to settle right side. The strength is to the right. Short side of the field. Now man in motion. Heinzman's going to settle left. Turn. Handoff right up the middle it goes. That's going to be Matheny, who's going to be hit by Mark Davis. And the whistles will blow on the play as Davis will get credit with the tackle. Give Luke Corley an assist on that as well. Ball carrier was Taryn Matheny, the junior, who plays left guard for this Vikings team, but he's playing in the backfield on that play. Clock approaching the 4-minute mark here of the fourth quarter. Third down, call it 2 for the Vikings as they are at the Ravenswood 46-yard line. Or call it the 45-yard line, rather. Ripley to the line, third down as we said, along 2 for the Viking offense. Stick I formation. David Hicks, the junior fullback, dots that I. Allum under center, takes a snap, toss play left side. Hicks is hit, keeps his feet. Going to be close to the first down. Now he's got it as he lunges forward to the 40-yard line. Hauled down by Brad Titus and a parade of Red Devils.
First down, Vikings.
Ravens will go for the strip once again on that play. Got the ball moving a little bit. But, just keep trying it over and over and over. It's forced a turnover. Had a couple that have not been called turnovers, but a couple we should have picked off, but we couldn't get our hands on it fully.
Inside of 3.5 minutes to go here from our football game at Flynn Field. Ravenswood on top, 35-10. If you just joined us, the Devils had a 28-0 lead at the half. It's been all smooth sailing from here. Allum under center with a wishbone formation. Handoff goes to Isaac Freshour off the right side. Positive yardage for Kyle Griffith comes in and makes the stop.
Right down by
Across the 35 down to the 34-yard line of Ravenswood.
And Davis.
Griffith with his 6th tackle of the night from the Devils defense. So close to 7 yards in the pickup. Going to set up second down and 3 from the Ravenswood 33-yard line. Vikings break huddle, going to stick in that wishbone set. Inside of 3 minutes now on a winding fourth quarter clock. Allum goes under center. The sophomore quarterback takes the snap. Handoff goes back to Freshour right side. He's got the first down and more. Lowers his head. Ball comes out. Luke Corley's on top of it. The Devils have the football. With 2:35 to go, Luke Corley picks up the fumble. Oh, baby. Well, they took away a touchdown from old Luke Corley, and he gets a fumble recovery. We'll take the consolation. And now the tomahawk chop begins playing down here, this Red Devil band, as they want the hatchet, and it's coming home and staying in Jackson County's good side in Ravenswood. 2:35 to go. Ravenswood with the football. 35-10 is the lead.
Correction on that recovery was Lawrence.
Quarterback is Dustin Dorito for the Red Devils. He has Jeremy Lawrence as a sidecar to his right. Casto and Corley are the receivers on the right side. Kurt Schindler is the receiver left. Wingback settles off the right side as well for the Red Devil line. Junior quarterback takes a snap. Handoff goes to Jeremy Lawrence. He gets away from one defender, won't get away from two as Taryn Matheny comes in from behind to hit Lawrence in the backfield for a loss of yards on the play. Clock begins rolling inside of 2:25 of this fourth quarter. Vikings content to let this clock run as Lawrence will get back to the 21-yard line, nothing more.
Lawrence carried the ball.
You'll see Ravenswood tries to maybe march it a little bit. I'll be content with this win after some of the mess we've had to face tonight.
The shenanigans that have come by the guys in stripes. Inside of 2 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Ravenswood content to let that play clock and game clock run.
Something that will ease our minds and souls is that we do have playoffs, and they do get good officials for playoffs. I give the SSAC credit on that. Regular season, you got to take what you can get sometimes, but surely to goodness we can get better than that.
Timeout Ravenswood as they let the play clock roll all the way down to 1 second. 1:44 remains. Let's take this time to recognize some of our Ravenswood Red Devil sponsors. They include Roush Funeral Home, Tetrick Showcase Jewelers, Pleasant Valley Hospital, West Banco, Mac Jackson General Hospital, B&B Marathon, First Care of Ravenswood, Ravenswood Eye Care, Fastenal, Jackson County Pond, the Landing Public House, and the dental offices of Dr. Helen D. Reimer. Fans in attendance, Ravenswood signs say 100.
I got one of my hand right now shaking it out the window. 100th win for Mr. Coach Stern.
He waves to the crowd who's applauded him. He shakes hands with the seniors. Jake Snyder down there to congratulate Coach Stern. Mark Davis, Cole Starcher talks to him. He says he's telling his team right now, let's finish this one out and let's get 101 next week, 102 after that. Get up to 104. That means we'll be holding the state championship at the end of this year.
All right. Love it.
Games.
Love it, I love it, I love it.
296 of those games.
We still got a minute 44. I want to see it.
Yep, as you said, 1:44 remains. Ravenswood going to be taking home the hatchet this year. 35-10 is the lead. It's all going to matter what the final score is going to be because this one is going to the books in a season which is going to be 10-0 to finish the regular season. But I can guarantee you something right now. This football team's not satisfied with 10. They want 14.
The magic number is 4.
Yep, after tonight, the magic number is 4, ladies and gents. And we'll start next week with the playoffs. As we said, we'll have all the playoff games for you right here on WMOV, whether it be on Friday night, Saturday afternoon, or Saturday night. We're going to carry that game for you every weekend until we're done. Red Devils ready to go again. Ball at the 20-yard line. Call it second down and 11. Dustin Dorito in the gun. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it off the right side. Carries it, lowers his head, and he's got about a 4-yard pickup down to the 24-yard line. As he lowered his head, clock continues to wind inside of a minute 35 and counting.
This game could have been a whole lot worse. It could be at least 35-0.
But, and, you know, if we can get out of here with no injuries, I'm fine, perfectly happy.
I'm perfectly happy with that. Disappointed by the lack of grace and pride and fairness of the officials tonight.
Yeah.
It's been, and it was in little spurts. It was both times in the Ripley's last 2 drives that nonsense had, the 2 drives previous to the last one that was fumbled. I just don't get it. I'm still confused, but I'll get over it.
Third down and 5, ball at the 25-yard line of Ravenswood. Snap is back. This time Dorito going to keep it straight up the middle. He goes. He's got a first down and more across the 35. With 55 seconds to go in this football game, the junior quarterback Dustin Dorito showing off his skill as he continues to rumble. Ravenswood with the football and just trying to run this clock out here on Hatchet Night 2010. As we said, Ravenswood came in 9-0. They'll be leaving the same way they came in, unbeaten and undisputed.
Oh, yes.
Devils going to line up. See if they'll go to the victory formation here. Looks to be the case.
Love it. I love the victory formation. If you're on the winning side of it.
Which we have been for 10 games this year. Dorito going to take the snap. And he takes down to one knee. 25 seconds rolling off the clock as we are finishing this one tonight from Flintfield. Ravenswood for the first time in 3 years. They're taking home the hatchet. And the Ravenswood Red Devils have sunk this Viking ship. Down goes the Vikings.
Yeah, Heath. I want to say one thing here.
After the
10-0.
game, all fans
the
please stay
hatchet.
off the field.
Ravenswood
Only
has
players,
burnt them
cheerleaders,
Viking
and
ships,
coaches for
sent them to the bottom of the
presentation
sea, and they have buried that pitchfork
Final score,
right into the
Ravenswood
Vikings. Stick a
35,
fork, pitchfork
Ripley
in them,
10.
they're done.
Well, the only
10-0.
question as this game clock goes to zeros, Ravenswood wins it 35-10. The only question is who's next. We'll be back here with the post-game show on AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV.